I pulled her.
And to see all your characters, Wazzy, you can do.
Oh God, are we live?
All-Stars. We are now.
We
yes.
just went live. No.
Ah, fuck.
All Stars. Oh, it's like the Mario All Stars.
Yeah. Oh, you still
there you go.
only have yourself. I forgot about that.
Funny.
Wazzy did one poll,
Love
a
it,
test
love
poll,
it,
when I
love it,
first did
love
my gotcha system, and he got himself and just never played again.
Perfect.
Yeah, that checks.
Fucking Chad
Nice.
move right there, yo. Alrighty. Let me still testing your guys' audio here real quick.
Is opening.
Eh.
What was that,
Oh.
funny?
I said,
I don't think I said anything.
Oh, I said
Yeah, it was
funny.
funny.
Oh,
You said Penny.
Yeah.
Did I? Oh.
Oh, my bad.
Look, B and P is hard. This is why I say Damien. Alright, anyways. Greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to the Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner, where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're here with my lovely, lovely crew, with the exception of Callista at the moment. She is getting out of bed.
He's the one that's not lovely, yes.
Yeah, well, she's also lovely. But she's just not.
Looking nasty, sleeping.
I have in fact seen her. She is very lovely. But if you want to go check out all the people who are playing here who have links, go feel free to follow them right there. If you guys want to check out all the heroes for the day, which is all of our characters, feel free to go and just type in any of their names. Wazzy, if you could pin that for me real quick. Thank you.
Gotcha.
But take your seat at the table and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. For every story belongs somewhere, and here your next chapter begins. Alright. Rose, you're really good at the recapping, and I am not. If you would like to do a recap real quick.
I didn't finish.
Oh God, it's been 2 weeks. What happened last time we were playing? Hold on.
I believe it was the dream sequences.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So half of it was half of it like we got back from the sewers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Was this the last one? No, I don't.
Mhm.
I know.
Alright, I'll recap.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, it's been too long.
Okay. No, it's okay. So,
Blame Wazzy.
Yes, it's
we
Wazzy's
started
fault.
out with Damien hearing the lovely Penny run out of the tavern after
Oh
being
right. Yeah.
fed
Yeah.
with Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Damien then pursued, concerned because she just ran off into the woods in the middle of the night, and there's like
There's a
what was the monster in
cockatrice
the
boot.
first- Yeah, cockatrice a boot.
Boop.
Dangers, dangers. And so
Mhm.
he tried to follow her. She did not want to be followed, and so she threw holy water on him, and he ran home crying.
Oh,
He
poor boy.
got back to the tavern. Yeah. The lovely Mel healed him, and they went to bed. Damien's dream was first, I believe. He dreamt of his childhood and of his father trying to repair a music box.
That's
That
right.
contained a crystal that had a recording of his mother's voice. And when he woke from this dream/nightmare, because emotions and trauma, he had said crystal in his hands. And then whose dream was next? Do we remember?
It was me, I believe.
It was.
Grail.
Was it Pen? What? No, it was Grail. Yeah.
Grail or
Grail, would you
Two's
like to summarize your dream?
Yes, Grail found himself in a village unfamiliar to him, but still oddly similar to his own. Or his people who were on the ground in chains as if they were slaves, and Grail himself had one as well. And then an old man who was also in chains basically challenged Grail, asking if he was going to let this happen, or asking if he was going to do anything about it. And Grail sort of like fought back and rallied the people to stand up and fight back, and then the dream ended somewhere around there. And the old man said that he would be watching Grail, or waiting to see what becomes of him. That is really accurate.
Yeah.
Then I believe it might have been Callista or Ortus. Was it you, Ortus?
It was
But I
Ortus.
don't remember. I'm trying to find
And then
the
it was
note.
me.
I don't think it would matter too much because it was Ortus who your dream was about the forge and the sword and such,
Yes,
if I
yes,
recall.
yes, yep.
Then it would have been probably Callista, who's not currently here, and her dream of like storm and lightning and a god being like, "Hey, you're pretty chill. Do you want to be my herald?" Basically, and Callista being like, "Sure, that sounds like fun."
And then she got struck with lightning in her heart and woke up with the mark.
Yeah. Penny had a totally normal dream about shadow demons.
Would you like to talk about that, Penny?
There wasn't too much to it. She walked towards a campfire. All of her friends were there, and she tried to call out to them, but then she couldn't talk. And so she went over to them, and the shadows were trying to like get at them. So she kind of grabbed them and tried to pull them off, but then like her shadow started attacking them and defeating the bad shadows. And then it was like a friendly shadow, and he said, "Hey, I'll stick with you and help you with what you need." And Penny was like, "That's cool." So now these people who are mine are now yours as well. Cool. The end.
Nice. And then Mel's dream?
Oh yeah, my dream. It was a totally normal
Well,
dream.
like a dream.
Where I met a goddess. We chatted about stuff and things and why certain stuff had happened. We reconciled a little bit. I discovered that there's an ancient dead god underneath the city, which is fine, I'm sure. Shouldn't need to worry about
Totally
that,
normal
probably.
shit.
Yeah. Which is also where the ooze comes from, is the ancient dead god under the city. Which is, again, definitely normal and fine, that we probably shouldn't need to worry about. I don't know how I'm going to bring that up in conversation. How do you bring up, oh yeah, I spoke with an ancient goddess and she told me there's a dead god under the city?
Just do
You
it.
could pull a Damien and just be like, "Hey guys, I'm a vampire."
Just drop it.
I don't think that works, unfortunately.
Hey guys, I talked with the ancient goddess. She's
Damien.
totally awesome and hot.
Yeah, apparently so.
Tommy.
Yeah, and that was the
Sorry.
extent of her dream, basically.
Then we woke up, went downstairs, and Mel took a hike out to the woods.
Oh, that's right. I dragged Penny back so that she could apologize.
Yeah.
Kicking and screaming. Damien tried to apologize to her instead. Mel said, "We're going to unpack this later. You guys both suck." And I believe Penny went into the kitchen to make breakfast, and that is where we left off.
Yeah.
Well, Callista was in there, and it sounded like there was troubles.
Callista
They
was
were
making
making
breakfast. Yeah.
some sort of
She made the most
pancakes
bland pancakes
somehow.
that the world has ever withstood. On the face of this earth, there has never been pancakes that have been truly more bland than this. Grail's favorite food now.
It was very good, yes.
Alright, but yeah, so you guys are all there. Callista is still not here. Don't know where she is at the moment. I assume she's desperately attempting
to crawl
get,
out of bed, I guess.
trying to get past the chill of the eve or morn. What the fuck time is it for you guys?
I believe it's 1 o'clock over there.
It's Dungeons and Dragons
Yes,
time.
1:15 for us.
The chill of the afternoon. But yeah, and so Penny is teaching Callista. This is what happens when you guys aren't in the goddamn call. Penny is teaching Callista how to make pancakes that aren't more bland than Grail's love life.
Ooh. Damn.
And the rest of y'all are I think mostly just like talking with one another. You guys, I believe we're planning to head to Lord Moraine here soon once you guys got everything organized and
Like
stuff.
Lord Moron.
They say that love and hate are two sides of the same coin. Keep all my coins aligned.
So what we're hearing is the long ship is gonna be Grill Callista.
Oh my god.
Please no.
Canon at some point.
The truest enemy to lovers that the world has ever seen.
Enemies to lovers, long-term slow burn.
Hard mode.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you feed a grenade to
Oh,
a
dear.
snake.
What?
Okay.
What?
Is this some sort of a proverb that we don't know about?
It usually
Did you
ends
pull the pin?
exceptionally badly.
Damn.
How did you? You know what? I don't want to know.
The tism.
What a southern proverb or something. I believe it.
What was that?
Summon proverb.
A southern
Oh yeah.
proverb.
Yeah. I do have a
Sim,
lot of
do I
southern
have the
talk,
extra
so.
thing we discussed?
Hmm?
The other thing we discussed in DMs. That's happened. Yeah, like I have that. Do I need to add that to my sheet? How do I add that to my sheet?
Let me double
no.
check just real quick.
Gee.
On one moment.
Or do I just keep it in the back of my mind and not worry about it?
Yeah, so the first one I believe would have happened by now.
Cool
If I
beans.
believe so.
I will work out how to do that in Foundry later.
Yeah. It's not super difficult. Let me just make sure your sheet is open to be edited. That's Callista's sheet. She's not here yet. Yes, so your thing is open at the moment. So you're able to add
Cool
stuff
beans.
either to features or to inventory, whatever is easiest for you.
All right, I'll finagle that in a minute while we're doing things.
Yeah. And for the most part, anything that requires rolling, you don't have to add to the sheet itself. You can just add we need to roll this dice, and then you can just roll it by
add the
command.
generic trait and then just roll it manually. Yeah.
Makes life a lot easier. But yes, you do have that at the moment.
Well, I guess.
Hmm?
I thought Mel was going to say something.
Oh. Stares at Mel.
No?
Are we? Well, I mean, we're waiting on those two to finish breakfast. But once that's done, I assume we will go discuss things with Lord Moraine.
Yeah.
I was thinking. Once we've decapitated the snake, as it were, sent old man Moraine to prison, his daughter will have to step into the role. And I am not so cruel as to leave someone inexperienced in a position. I don't know about the rest of you, but as long as it doesn't contravene old Gregory's orders, we could offer our services for a hefty sum to her.
Control over such a noble family would carry great weight within the city.
Yes, I'm sure it would benefit you too, Grail.
I'm glad we are in agreement for once then.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I don't got a knife. I need the tension in the air cut. Jeez.
First time they agreed.
The entire group just sitting there slowly eating their food like, Jesus Christ, when's the war gonna happen?
Damon's like, do I need to step in again?
No, that's fine. It's fine. Rockfist. Could I grab some wine, please?
What kind?
Thank you. The best you have.
Expensive.
Yes, well, I'm sure we will find the money somehow.
And he like reaches down like low shelf. He like has to like kneel down and like reach back behind like a couple of what you would imagine would be like maybe hand panels or some shit, but he reaches like far behind into the wall, and like he then slowly pulls out a fucking majestic looking bottle. This shit is like swirling like glitter. Like, it's beautiful, it's swirling like a galaxy, is like tinges of purple, hues of pink, is the most beautiful bottle of wine you've ever seen in your entire life. And it's just like...
How much is that? And also, how did you get your hands on it?
I had a couple of friends a long time ago who had elven connections with the Star Shell Kingdom, wherever it is, and they gave this to me as a birthday present. I only pull it out
And
for
you're just
special occasions.
I was gonna say, and you're selling it?
Well, yeah, this is a bar. I don't like wine.
I don't know. I thought you might just savor it as a memory of your friends.
I don't like wine. I like the bottle.
Fair enough. How much is it?
I've never actually tasted it. He like pours out like a shot and hands it to me.
I guess I take it. Doesn't answer my question, but I will.
How expensive does it taste?
I will sip the wine, I guess.
It is immaculate. It is straight up like elven quality, kind of like aged for like hundreds of years, kind of an elven wine. Is relaxing.
So this is like up to par with the chair itself.
This shit is so nice. You would probably have it in like a highborn court kind of a thing of like just pouring it for people, and yeah, he's just staring at you like just kind of like tired eyes. He's just waiting for your answer.
All right, damn. I would like to roll wine appraisal to determine how.
Roll a sommelier
this
check.
wine is.
Fucking. Honestly, I'll let you pick a number. He's wanting you to pick the number. It is one of the best wines
Mel
you've ever
probably
tasted.
knows the value, but I have no idea.
That's fine. It's probably one of the best wines you've tasted. You would probably, if like you were in like a really rich place, this thing would easily go for like several gold. For a place down here, it just wouldn't be offered. But you would probably say like a low ball measurement would be like maybe 7 silver for a single cup.
All right. I will give you. So, for the bottle, do you want the bottle back after I'm done, or like?
Yeah, I like the bottle.
All right. For the contents of the bottle, then, I will give you 10 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
I will. It is a lot of gold. It's a very nice wine.
Kind of like looks down at his bar and he like fishes around and he pulls out another bottle. It's not nearly as nice. It's just a regular ass alcoholic
just transfer
bottle.
it to a different bottle.
Yeah. It's just a regular ass bottle, but it's clean. And he just kind of like looks at the two. He just starts pouring one to the other. He's like, this might take a minute.
That's fine.
Do. Yeah, he's just standing there pouring it.
I
Where's our
will
liquid
pay.
pouring sound? Where's our liquid pouring sound?
Yeah, damn.
1 p.m.
That's chugging it.
Oh my god, the bottle's a mimic!
The bottle's a mimic.
Drip. I don't know what the sound of a fucking water sloshing out of a wine bottle is.
Alright. Anyway, once he's transferred the alcohol to a different bottle, I will pay him his 10 gold and I will procure a wine glass and then have some.
Cool. Is by and far one of the tastiest drinks you have ever had.
Fantastic. Alright.
He just kind of slowly shuffles the gold into his like pouch, and then you just see him like look around for a second, and then just do something with the pouch, and you have no idea what the fuck he just did.
He put it up his ass.
The prison pocket.
Whatever it was, it's not my responsibility. I don't give a shit.
Fair enough.
What he does with his money is his now.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll drink some wine and wait for Penny and Callista, who's still not here.
Slightly getting worried about
I
her,
guess,
to be honest.
Yeah. I guess, Penny comes out. She has, a tray of pancakes.
Well, Callista did get kind of like smacked around by Goldfinger a little bit, so she might canonically be sulking and go sulking in her room.
Fair. She just kind of like pops out, like rushes up the stairs into her room, doing something. Which is also Damien's room, so it could be slightly concerning, the amount of potential hazards in that room, but it's probably fine.
He's coached her on lab safety before and asked her very nicely not to mess with it.
Don't tip over a bottle of boiling liquid. Gotcha.
I feel like at this point he would have given her like, here's some stuff for you to play with. Like harmlessly. Like, you know how like when kindergartners make like grass potions and shit? Like he's made her a little alchemy set for her to play with. So
Baby's first alcoholic station.
Yeah. Well, not alcohol, but
it's Callista. You think she wouldn't be adding alcohol in there?
Yeah, that's true. He's colored some different water and like put some like edible glitter in some of that shit and like yeah, and like has like harmless little like, these are just blades of grass he found and like dried and like, yeah, so it's like he's made her a fun little kit to play with.
Cool. Oh yeah, so she just runs past everyone, just back to her, room of technological advances of the alchemical kind. Well, Penny, you probably come out having made actually good food. You also have a plate of Callista's pancakes.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I put that in front of Grail and be like, she said these were specifically for you?
Grail eyes it with extreme caution. Does not trust Callista with his life, but also recognizes that it is not in Callista's best interests to kill Grail. Therefore, he will tentatively have a try.
I think it should be fine. I tried one. Not one of the ones that I gave you, but like one of them.
One of the batch, yes. I suppose that means it is trustworthy. Grail's gonna like take a bite out of it. His eyes are gonna sort of widen. Tell Callista that she has done a good job.
I'll do that. I think she'll really enjoy that.
In my head, all y'all just like head turn.
Yeah, he was like, huh?
As Grail says, she's done a good job. You can hear he just forces those words out of his mouth. This is not natural. This is not something he is saying lightly. It's just a case of tell her she has done a good job. And he will then continue eating the pancakes with a level of restraint so as to seem normal, but for anyone paying close attention, Grail has never had this much interest in a food that he has eaten while he's been with you all. It is the kind of restraint where you want to just shove the entire thing into your mouth at once, but you're trying not to so as to preserve good manners. It is that kind of approach to the food.
Damn.
I love the idea that next to him, fucking Ortuz is just like chomping away at like food after food. Like no table manners in comparison.
Maybe you could slow down, Ortuz. I guess you know what? I'll be right back. And Penny will go make some more pancakes.
Damien's still just kind of sulking. He's eating the pancakes, but he's like not really saying anything.
Eating too quickly can cause indigestion. Not befitting of a soldier to scoff their food with such haste.
And Ortuz is just going, no.
That what you say, boss?
No.
Yeah, I totally agree. Oh no.
100%, sir. After probably a good. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
No, not you. Sorry, there's a fucking motorcycle outside.
Oh my god. Don't talk to her that way.
Yeah, fucking residential area. This fucking motorcycle so loud I can't hear shit. Goddamn.
But if you're picking favorites, picking least favorites.
My favorites is this group and the other group. And any group I did before.
I was about to hang shit on the other group.
Yeah.
My favorites is me. Anyways, yeah, so it takes a guy about half an hour or so before you guys finish up eating. All y'all doing pretty alright for the most part. You know, rap-a-tap-tap on Callista's door and no response, so she'll join you when she joins.
Godsent was kind of a little mean with her, I think.
Just beating the shit out of her.
Which is surprising because, like, when I'm in there, she doesn't seem to be so angry. But I don't know. Should we go do the reporting in?
Because we've put off talking to old Gregory long enough.
Well, we have to go talk to Lord Moraine first, right, to get our payment and what have you, and also get him to confess and whatever and go to prison.
What do we do when he refuses to pay? I can't imagine a man like
Oh, he'll
him is
pay.
going to. Oh, sure of this.
Oh, quite. Yes, no, absolutely.
Well, that's good.
Grail just giving
Damien kinda
Mel
gives her a
the
look like-
slow look.
Grail is not sure to take this as a case of she has done something or a case of, as someone who is in Grail's belief, also like royalty or highborn, you know, there's some kind of code that he is unaware of that he must follow. He's just sort of giving Mel a side eye at the moment.
Mel gives him a sickly sweet smile.
You can
Grail's
feel
now not sure
the
if he dislikes
sweetness.
Callista or Mel more.
You can feel the sweetness in the air and it sickens you to your core.
Shall we
If
get going?
pancakes
should
gave
wait
you
for-
any idea of what Grail likes, it is not sweetness.
We should probably wait for Callista, but she does seem to be taking her time, so perhaps we head off for now and leave a note or let old Rockfist.
Yes, I'm sure when she wakes up, she will come flying.
Oh, I
She
get
can
it,
do that.
because she can levitate. That's very funny. I didn't realize you were a jokester.
I've heard that humor is good.
Damien's
growling
kind of
the
looking
truth.
between them, trying to like, are they about to fight? Like, what? He's trying to assess like, who's being sarcastic? Who's like, are they gonna fight? Like,
Indeed. I'm shocked that you can recognize it.
Hurtful. I'm nothing if not funny.
well, I suppose we should write that
Yes,
note
we
then
should
and
probably
get
get
going
going.
then.
All right.
Hey, Hardfist, do you have, like, some paper? Or
No.
parchment, I guess I should say.
Just let Callista know when she gets downstairs that we have gone to speak with Lord Moraine.
All
She'll
right.
be able to work out the rest.
Also, quick aside here, out of character. Is it Moraine or meringue? I've been hearing
Moraine.
meringue for the longest time, and now I'm realizing it might be moraine, not meringue.
It's
Rain.
Moraine. There is no G.
Moraine. If
Oh
I,
my
say, if
God.
I say
Milady,
it as
but, like,
meringue,
So he's
it's
not
because
like
I have
the
a
tart.
lisp. Then no, it's not like the tart.
No.
If
He is
if
tart, he is not a tart.
if it sounds like meringue, as in like the tart, is because I have a lisp, and so my G's and stuff were weird. But it is moraine, as in like M-A-R-I-G-N-E.
There is no G.
Damn, I liked meringue so much. He's such a tart.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess we make our way over.
All right, cool. You guys start heading on your way to their house. At this point, you're fairly comfortable with the trek from the outskirts through Technolopolis into the Errant Sanctum. It is a fairly short road, well, relatively compared to most of your guys' travel. So getting there is not particularly difficult, and most people have recognized you at this point, and the fact that you guys have been there several times, so they don't even bat an eye at your party of miscreants coming in and going out. Although you do see a few of them look at your shoes with slight annoyance as you're now tracking in dirt into the area. That just
So
seems
you're
to be
lost now?
general.
Hey, he's back.
You dropped out for a
Oh,
second
did I
there.
drop out? What was the last thing I said to you guys?
They
Weird.
recognize us.
Oh yeah, okay,
He
yeah.
knows
So
the body of
they
mystery.
recognized they clearly recognize you guys as you walk in, so they don't seem to mind your presence all that much. Although they definitely are minding the fact that you are bringing in dirt.
Nah, they'll get over it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you guys eventually make it to the Moraine home. Moraine home. I hate my lisp.
Grail intentionally makes a point of making sure there is mud when he walks in the door.
Of course he does.
What?
Just
Fair enough.
dips his foot in the river a while back. He's just like, all right, time to make some mud. Fair enough. All right, but you guys get to the house.
Ortus doesn't intend to. He's just ripping.
After Grail like muddies up like the front, right by the front door,
Mhm.
Daniel's gonna like subtly use prestidigitation to clean it.
I don't think Grail would even notice.
I love
Yeah,
that.
can I do that like stealthily? Do I need
Yeah,
to roll for that, or you just
100%.
gonna let it happen?
It's not particularly.
Okay,
I say you wouldn't
cool.
even you wouldn't even need to roll stealth. Grail would
Yeah.
not be paying attention.
Pardon me.
Prestidigitation is like the #1 spell that everyone on the planet knows, so it's like no one even bats an eye when it's used. No one even notices it at this point.
Mm.
But yeah, so you're able to do it. Do y'all knock? Or just shout his name?
No.
Is the door locked?
Do you try the door?
Yeah, straight up, if the door is
Maybe.
unlocked, Grail would just walk in.
You meant like he just walked in and like started
I
mudding
love
up the
the
carpet right by the
idea.
front door.
I love the idea that you'll walk up to this house and Grail just walks up and grabs the doorknob and tries open.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Damn, they really have no home security, huh?
They don't have any enemies. Well, aside from other
Yet.
political enemies. but-
Well, they're rich.
I was about to
so-
say, who the fuck's opening the door then?
Hello?
Yeah, you'll walk in. It's you hear a voice that you hear the daughter goes, oh, like she peeks her head into the hallway and she's like, oh,
Sorry, he let himself in.
I know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here on
he
business. He's
hi.
expecting us.
Hi.
Good morning,
I
Celeste.
wasn't.
We're
Apologies
here
for
to
intrusion.
we're here to see your father and conclude our business.
Yeah. Let me go get him. Feel free to rest. And one of our chairs was stolen, I think. So
No, it was liberated.
she looks at you with a very like confused look, and she's like,
Don't worry about it.
"Is that what people call stolen nowadays? Liberated."
No.
Oh.
I
Please not
didn't steal
co-opt
it.
my
I
word.
claimed what was rightfully mine.
You stole his chair.
Anyway, I did not steal his chair. It's my chair. There was no theft involved.
Maybe it was a gift.
He gave you the chair?
He did, yes.
Awfully nice of him.
It was, yes.
Is he around?
Yeah, you see, like, she, like, you can see the gears turning in her head as, like, you've made her start buffering. As she's just, like, staring at you in abject confusion before she's like, oh, like, she turns to Damien and is like, yeah, let me just, I'll go get him.
Thank you, dear.
Make yourselves at home.
Now we did bring. I'd like to
Probably
clarify
don't
out of
tell
character.
them
We
that.
did bring the chair with us. It's now like, because I assume we shrunk it down and shoved it in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Damien's kind of like, I guess, out of character because I haven't actually said this, but he has said like, "Hey, like, Mikasa is Sukasa. I'll carry your shit in my magic bag briefcase."
So I'd like to wait.
I'm
Once we go
assuming
into
that
the living
she's made
room,
a.
I'd like to pop the chair out. Once
Oh
we
my
get into the
God.
living room, I want to get the chair out and put it in its old spot and set it.
Damien gives her a look. He's a little bit exasperated.
Go give this
But
girl
he
a heart
doesn't-
attack. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yes,
and then
quite.
He opens the case and helps her pull out the chair and brightly sizes it. And
I love this chair.
Can Penny follow Celeste?
You're more than welcome to. She doesn't seem to really notice you. She seems to be in such abject confusion that she's just not noticing you behind her.
Hey.
Hi. Aren't you with your friends?
Yeah, but we haven't really. When I think about it, if I was told that, my brother was dead, like, I feel like, are you doing okay?
I suppose the answer to that would be no. I mean, I've been kind of mourning him for a while now. We've been assuming he's been dead for a little while, so it's not as difficult. Seeing his body is more of a relief, honestly, than anything. Knowing he's not out there harming people after death, his body isn't being used for anything. But I have duties, so I'll be okay.
Okay. Well, if you, need people or, just need to talk or something, I'm sure the group would love to help.
I appreciate that. Although I don't think most of your party are the talking kind.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Damien and Mel talk a lot. And I can talk a lot too.
She kind of just gently pats your shoulder. She's like, "You are
or
very
Tooth
sweet.
listens really well.
You are very sweet. I'll keep that in mind."
Okay.
if
She'll
you
just kind of
allow, can we take a quick 5-minute recess, everybody? I
Absolutely.
need to go do something real quick. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so we're just gonna be just kind of talking for the next 5 or so minutes. Where the fuck is Callista?
I don't know.
Guys, we gotta pull out the shotgun, the AK-47, the nuclear bombs, and the warmth blankets. That's what we need to do. Anybody got the warmth blankets?
Or Tooth, where's your flamethrower?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, get the Flammenwerfer.
Get the
Go worth some
Flammenwerfer.
Flammen.
I appreciate you. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Yanku? That's how my brain is reading it. So
Yeah, Naku.
hopefully that's something close. Yanku.
Has Grail noticed his sword yet?
Oh, that's a good question. Grail, have you paid attention to your sword in any way, shape, or form?
Was this because you polished it overnight, right?
I did, yes.
Yep.
I feel like Grail, he's not usually the kind to pay too much attention to his sword, but that is enough of a difference that he would have noticed it.
Nice.
He would have noticed it and realized what Ortus has done and kind of not really acknowledged it because he's a little confused and just waiting to see where this goes or if Ortus says anything about it.
How does Grail's shield look? Is it nicely taken care of as well? Because I know he cares about his shield.
Yeah, Grail looks after his shield a lot, and especially now that it's got was it a ward placed on it, Damien? Or what exactly did you do? Oh,
Well, Damien's not here.
Hey,
Sorry.
person who is BRB, can you tell me what you've done?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Whoopsie. Oh, there we
What
go.
happened?
Grail was
What I
wondering
missed? What I missed?
what exactly you did to his shield. It's a +1, I think, to it.
That is right. Let me.
And if you
That's
enjoy, our art is actually made by, I'm pretty sure every single bit of this so far, to the best of my knowledge, is made by my sister. Credits. Which is Colty's art right there. That's her Tumblr. She doesn't use it very often, but she also has no other social media presence. But yeah, she is, she makes all the art for my channel, or just about all of my art for the channel. including all the D&D tokens that you see here with the exception of Grails, I think.
Yeah.
And Ortus.
And
Actually, I don't know about my token.
I did
actually.
my own.
Yeah, your black outfit. Yeah, so Ortus and
Damien's
Grail
Empire.
was not
And if I
made.
link
Oh,
to
and Damien's.
Ani?
Damien's was made by Damien. But Penny
Okay,
and Mel.
To answer your question, Griel, you have a +1 to keeps you +1 to your armor class while wearing or wielding the shield.
Yeah, I was also just wondering, like, thematically, what was done to give it that +1? Was it an enchantment? Was it some kind of reinforcement?
It is an infusion, so I think it's technically an enchantment. Let me look.
Also, Sin, I was saying, do you mind if I link to Vani as the credit for my art?
Oh, absolutely.
Grail's
Yeah.
art?
Absolute link to anyone whose art I need to credit in any way, shape, or form, because it's oh right, because you're still in your bot. You need to switch accounts there, Greg.
I'm gonna close my fucking bot.
Bot
This is not the first time I have
takeover.
done this.
But yeah, so infusions
it
are
is
typically
not a magical property. It says
Mhm.
in the thing. I'm not sure if that's. I'll let DM.
Yeah,
make the
artificers
final
are
decision.
typically speaking the non-magical magic class, if that makes sense. They usually work with infusing usually either some kind of mechanic, so infusing an oil, infusing a metal, infusing a something of that sort into something else in order to make it magical. Certain exceptions to this being the magical item infusement, I believe is what it is, and a few
Yeah.
other ones. But for the most part, a lot of artificers' general kit and general thematics is that they strive to be as non-magical as possible while still achieving the same results. So you can thematically flavor your infusions to be whatever you think of inside of that degree, or you can just go straight magic with that. You can be like, I made a potion that has the properties of liquid steel, something of that sort.
Yeah, Damien's a magical artificer,
Mhm.
so we'll go with that route.
Okay.
Where he made some sort of a potion oil thing and rubbed it into your shield for you. Or yeah.
Nice.
Cool. I forgot what even started this. I was talking about how Grail notices his shield and stuff. So I think I was meant to be saying that, like, I noticed what has been done to it by Damien, I guess, because I also gave
Yeah,
permission and
I
stuff,
did.
but-
I think we Damien asked him if he wanted that, and then we were just like, yeah, he does that next long rest.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it'll be he does it with Grail present and explains what's going on and
Yeah.
He doesn't just steal his shield and and be like, hee, I fixed
Let
it.
me just grab your shield real quick, spend like an hour or so in my room doing something to it, you don't know what, and then I'll get back to it. We'll do party time.
He's dorking the shield. He's dorking it.
I can't remember if you were here for it, Damien, but
Ocean of
Ortus,
straight dorking.
we're talking about how Ortus has sort of polished off my blade. We're asking if I'd noticed that, so we were using the shield as an example of something Grail would have noticed. Sure. No, I think I would have noticed.
Weapon. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I would say that's enough of a difference. He would have noticed it, and I guess put two and two together, but is waiting to see if Ortus comments on what has happened. He's really sort of taken aback. He's never had anyone do something like this before.
That's so sweet. Damien,
He's never had friends that do things for him.
I don't think so, actually.
He doesn't hold people in a way of. He doesn't have friends, not because he's some kind of loner, but because he's used to being on the battlefield, sort of eating life or death charges, and he's had many people alongside him lost in that process.
Yeah.
So as a result, he tries to limit any kind of relationship he has to sort of that of a subordinate, for example. People he takes charge over, so of course he mourns their losses and tries to protect them, but he doesn't let himself get emotionally attached because that is something that is a bad idea when you frequently lose the people closest to you.
So sad.
Are you done with your cheesecake thing, Damien?
I'm done with my break. Yes, thank you.
Cool. Yep, no worries. But yeah, so she heads, Celeste heads out of the area. You guys have like a minute or two to chat with each other if y'all have anything you want to say before she gets her dad.
I wanted to talk to her like in the hallway before she got to her dad's room, and then I want to stay in the hallway.
Okay. And the rest of y'all?
Grail will just be still standing in the room we came into. Explicitly not sitting
Mel
again.
has settled into her chair and seemingly fallen asleep.
I can imagine Ortus is one of those curious children that go and poke everything.
Is he looting the room? Oh my god.
Basically knocks over a vase.
Is walking over, he just like puts down one of the paintings, just like turns it around, flips something over. Oh, that's pretty. Flip. Just turn this ever so slightly to the side. He's like the worst nightmare for someone with OCD.
Basically.
She's channeling Callista right now.
God. And Damien.
Damien is kind of standing a little bit by Mal.
Okay.
And he's just kind of waiting, chilling there.
Cool. So it takes a minute or so. Penny, obviously, you'd be the first one to see. But she Celeste like goes into a room after a couple minutes. She comes out and her dad comes out and he looks tired.
Is this on my end or is it for you guys too? Is he cutting out for you?
He's cutting out pretty bad for me.
Why am I cutting out for you guys? What the fuck? Hold on, let me try something real quick.
That's what we're asking you. Why are you cutting out?
My fucking.
So if dropping frames for you?
I don't know. Maybe
Stop it.
Hold on, let me be right back.
Get some help.
Hold on, just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not cutting out. Oop, yeah, it's not cutting out with my OBS, so it shouldn't be cutting out in general. Maybe it's just.
Oh shit, he's back.
And that's what we're gonna do when he comes. Oh.
Hi.
Don't tell him about the plan.
Oh, why is it not loading now? Oh no.
We've been turned into spinning circles.
Yeah, it's not loading. Oh wait, I have to probably refresh. Yeah, there we go. Wait. Why are you not loading? Do I have to Yeah, no, this is my PC. Why are you not loading? Load properly, you little shits. Load properly, you motherfucker.
Alright, I'm going to try something regarding Callista, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You found that while I figure out how to fix this shit. That's why I don't mess with my Discord, but Discord wanted to be a bitch. Oh, there we go. We're back. Cool.
Welcome back.
I didn't have to fix anything. Cool.
Yo, Grail's alone on his side of the table.
Yeah, Grail, you've been abandoned. I also find it hilarious that Grail is surrounded by the two people that he consistently fights with.
Keep your friends close and your enemies close.
I love the idea of like watching Grail like just sitting there like as if we're at an actual table and Grail's just sitting there like armor and shit, and just the two people who are the calmest but meanest and the craziest and silliest are just like babbling on next to him, and Grail's just like, I will kill someone.
It's like that meme of the goth girl who's got the rainbow blonde, like just talking to her and looking just completely deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
Like
did she not answer?
And then possibly Mel.
No, I tried calling her directly. Nothing happened. Damn.
Yeah.
This makes me worry more.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
She's fine. She fell asleep. I'm almost certain.
Yeah, I guarantee, because she was talking about being in bed. So my guess is she was like, I'll give it 5 minutes, I'll warm up a little bit, and then I'll join the call or whatever, and then just pass the fuck out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
she's gonna be kicking herself here soon.
Because like I've done that before.
Yeah.
Also a non-zero chance I was gonna say no, there's a non-zero chance it's Wi-Fi again, but then she would have just messaged on Discord.
Yeah, because she would
have like loaded up her phone and just messaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the unconscious.
So I see where Celeste gets her father from, right?
Yes, you would see Celeste and her father coming down the hallway essentially, and her dad looks so many levels of tired beyond what he normally does.
I'm just gonna like
several
wave
levels
as
of
they...
exhaustion already, you guys. That's a D&D
gonna-
joke for everybody.
Christ.
Wave as they pass. And then I'm gonna go into his room.
God, and you guys call Grail Ford for just entering without knocking.
Hey, I'm waiting until they're gone.
Oh, that makes it so
Christ.
much better. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's not gonna bother looking back at you, so he doesn't notice, and Celeste is currently too occupied by both confusion and general worry about her father and the interactions with y'all that she also doesn't notice you just going on past. Tiptoe, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Good lord. Okay, we're gonna look at that first, huh? So it's happened. So yeah, you walk past them as they get to the living room effectively. You walk into his room. Is there anything you're looking for specifically?
Yeah, the black ooze, the goop.
Oh,
Does he have any?
That's shit. Come on, wait.
Oh.
Fuck, I have to
I threw
think
you
about
for a
that.
loop. Hey!
Oh my God.
Did I get inspiration for this?
I'm gonna give you inspiration for that because that threw me off.
Hey!
I've been able to account for everything y'all have been doing so far. That is the first thing that's truly thrown me off so far.
This has thrown you off more than the double nat 20.
It has. I can work with a double nat 20. I've never had someone walk past people and fucking go into their bedroom.
Hey, I smiled and waved too. It's like, hey.
It's true. Yeah. God. Okay.
Damn, not even my excellent usage of enlarge reduce the first time.
It was very strange, but that did not like I could work with that. I did not have to stop and think about it. and
Got
like,
you, okay.
because I have to really think about this.
Need a 5-minute recess for the DM this time?
Yeah, Damien, pass out some cheesecake.
Yeah, give me some cheesecake. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me.
So many cheesecakes.
Oh, how do I want to do this? Because there's so much plot relevance. I normally do this off screen. Hi, Viper.
Sorry. I only just thought of this like right as we were starting.
Doing 9. Okay. God, there's so much plot here. Oh my god. Yeah, really, honestly, truly threw me. We're gonna go with stump the DM. It's not even been an hour. True. Yeah. So we're gonna go with They walk into the room, right? Do you like? Are you just doing a casual look around? Or are you like moving shit around? Are you like looking into like his bottom drawers and shit?
Well, from what I remember, Mel, bless you, Mel said that she saw Moraine and Mr. Hands talking, so she would really be looking for it, like making sure. Like, if you want, I will roll an investigation check.
Yeah, do that with advantage. Because you know what you're looking for, and you are in the place where it should be. All right, that's not
the
too
best.
Bad. Not the best, but with a +1, +3, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, because you're a bard, you get the extra proficiencies and shit.
I'm not a bard.
Oh no, you're not the bard. Like Damien's the bard. I'm thinking of someone else in the Tyrant's party. What the fuck is that +1 from?
Damn,
oh, that's your actual thing. And then 3
so much he thought you were a bard.
I have a lot of moments. Yeah. So you're looking around. You're looking pretty deeply. You're not doing anything that would actively cause a lot of noise. So it does take you a few minutes. But of course, he is quite occupied by Mel. So no one's gonna notice you doing those. it takes you a few minutes. But as you're looking around and you kind of test and play with a few things, you grab like a weird tiny statuesque gargoyle basically that's on his desk. And you're grabbing it, kind of looking over it, and your hand slips a little bit and its neck turns, and you hear a very small mechanism clicking into place as the wall next to you, some of the wood in there starts to move a little bit, clearly designed, at least to the best of your knowledge, probably by gnomes. It's kind of shoddy, so it's definitely not dwarven quality, but it does function mechanically, which is what gnomes are known for. But it does move a little bit, and you do see there is a relatively large jar, like one of those, like, you know, those like screw-on jars, screw-on lid jars. Yeah, one of those like.
He's got a mason jar of goop.
No.
Is there a figurine of a horse? Is there a figurine of horse?
Why is there a centaur figurine in there?
Anyways, yeah, it's a relatively large jar. Could probably hold about a gallon, maybe a gallon.
And he's got a leather-bound book. He's definitely got a leather-bound book with like depictions of like ponies in some sort of a wasteland.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah. So you do find
gallon?
a jar. It can hold up to. It's a gallon-sized jar.
Okay. So how full is it?
It has probably enough that you could like submerge a hand in there, and it would cover the top of it.
Right. Penny submerges her hand. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
No, but she takes the jar.
Okay. Yeah.
Put it in her pack.
Yeah. It's not super hard to hide. But you know, it's a decent weight. Do you like unsnap the neck of the gargoyle?
Is there anything else in the area, in that secret area?
Not that you can see in there. There might be other secrets if you really want to navigate them, but at least in that, it seems to like had very specifically be held in there. Probably because he did not like Mancer.
Yeah, no, I'll put it back, you know, twist the head back. And then
unsnap.
If the 14 gets me anything else, yeah, I'll do a little bit more investigating while they're chit-chatting before I join back in.
There's some more money. There's like 5 silver worth that's just kind of like laying around.
It's pocket change. They're not going to miss it. Yeah, I'm going to take that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm broke. I'm taking the 5 silver.
You told us that we were all going to be like not necessarily good people in this campaign. Don't act so surprised.
Y'all took it to heart, and I love it. Again, it says the pacifist.
Listen, Damien's an exception, okay? He's just a good boy.
These people, this person specifically was not good, and that's why, you know.
This is true, that's true. Alright, so yeah.
It's fine.
No,
like Robin
don't go
Hood,
blind.
except I am the poor, so I'm taking from the rich and giving to me.
Jesus
Yes, exactly.
Christ.
The revolution.
So
yeah,
you go to checkout, and it's like, would you like to donate to the hungry? And it's like, I am the hungry.
Exactly. Give me the donations, please.
Yeah, so you finish up. You grab the 5 silver worth of crap, and you know, shove it into your coin purse or whatever, and you just like slowly maneuver your way out. As you've been doing this, and you know, small mechanical sounds probably won't be noticed, especially with how the group is at the moment. But as you're doing this, you wander off into the room, whatnot. Yeah, the old man, Lord Meringue, he kind of is just slowly walking forward. Seems like looking at all of you, and I can guarantee you, all of you would notice the sheer look of irritation that he has looking down at Mel before he purposely moves his head away from looking at Mel and looks at Damien instead.
Good morning, Charles. How'd you sleep?
Like the dead.
I didn't know you were on a first name basis.
Oh, we are now. Yes. Tell me, Charles. I think you have some admissions to make, don't you, today?
Hmm.
Well, certainly not to us. We know everything.
Yes, but of
That's
course.
what's going on.
With that said, though,
Damien will pull out the paper that Manser gave him with Lord Moraine's signature on it. The letter from Lord Moraine.
Yeah, he looks very annoying. Although, Damien, you would notice, he does not look surprised when you show him the paper. Like, there's not even like a flicker of...
Yeah, Damien's gonna assume
shock.
that Mel... Well, obviously Mel had been there to see him because of the
Mhm.
chair, and he knows that. He's just gonna go with it. He's like,
Fair
you
enough,
know what,
fair enough.
Mel did something, that's fine. Would you like to, explain things to your daughter before, well, the entirety of Harmonious Haven learns of it? I feel like that's only fair enough to you.
Your wording specifically was that he had to tell the authorities, correct?
he had to confess. Yes.
Okay. Was that to the
To his
authorities or
crimes.
just in general?
I don't think she specified to whom.
Okay.
I think it was in general, but like to the authorities was implied, but it wasn't outright stated. It was definitely a case of you will tell someone and you will go to prison. So the implication that the authorities will find out and he will be arrested is definitely there.
Okay. Cool. So in that case, he's gonna look at his daughter, who just is very confused, and he's gonna say very, very simply, "Daughter, leave the house, please."
No.
She does not hesitate. Nah. She just, like, you, especially you, Mel, you would notice that there's a flicker across her face that is, he's not commanding her to do so. He's asking her. It's very, very confusing to her. So she straight up walks away. No words, no anything else. She doesn't even look at the group. She just walks away. Not in anger, not in irritation, in sheer concern.
Is she... Can I sort of interpret if she is under some sort of control? Like, is that...
To the best of your knowledge, no.
Volition?
Yeah, it looks like she's walking away of her own volition. It seems to be something like maybe she's never seen her father like this before. Maybe, you know, to the best of your guys' knowledge, maybe he's never said please before.
That's fair.
He didn't just then, did he?
I believe I haven't said please. If I didn't retcon and say he said
no,
please.
he said daughter leave.
Yeah. Daughter leave, please. There we go.
So I was like, okay. Well,
yeah, she just straight up walks away. He kind of looks back. She does not need to hear it from me, nor from you.
Well, she will be hearing it from us at one point.
As I'm gonna say, as he says, or from you, Grail is going to like start reaching for his sword and shield. He is very, very much going to interpret that as a threat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as soon as he walked in, Ortos has been dead already.
Jesus.
Now, let's not be too hasty.
Yeah, he doesn't even bother like raising his hand or anything like that. He just kind of like stares you down. He just kind of goes, "Yes, I did indeed commune with the hands. It was a pathetic tool."
One must wonder.
I assume you mean both
arrogance.
senses of the word. He was quite a asshole.
What'd you say,
tool,
girl?
if you will, but
I was going to say, like, some call me arrogant. My aspirations. I would say the true height of arrogance is to send adventurers after the man you are communicating with, aspiring with. How did you not foresee this exact circumstance arising?
Most of the folks that Greg sends my way are, shall we say, significantly less experienced than all of you, and far more headstrong believing that any and all challenges that come their way are not difficult. I simply gave them a task that is impressive, a feat if they can complete.
I suppose, unfortunately for you, you're only one of those things.
So, what was the whole purpose of this exercise, may I ask? You contacted Greg to bring adventurers, mercenaries, what have you, to come to fight the very same person, lightly use the word, that you yourself are also contracting to kill these people that you... Why? What is the purpose of that? You do not seem to like him, so I can't imagine why you would enjoy giving him more bodies to work with.
Think of it as dealing with the lesser evil, shall we say. And we both had a higher up that we had to deal with. I gave him bodies, and it was cleaning up for me. Those who'd come in and terrorize this town, believing they were somehow superior just because they had fought this monster or that monster. And I don't know, nor do I care what he did with those that I sent him. If he
why
dies,
send us?
Because it seemed like you could kill him. And if you can kill him, it makes my job easier, as I then either get a replacement for this stupid dickbag, or I get to not have to deal with a slithering slime suckling in the sewers. I was not expecting you to commune with the bastard.
I guess Damien glances to Nell to, like, see if she's got any input or plans going forward with this conversation. Like, he's like, okay, well...
Hi, sorry, what did I miss? I had to step away for a second.
He was saying that the reason he and Manser were in air quote partnership, he gave Manser bodies.
He wanted us to kill Manser, but if we didn't kill Manser, it was fine.
Either you died fighting
he's
him.
Explaining his whole plot. Yeah.
Either you died fighting him, and he didn't have to deal with adventurers who, honestly, to the best of his knowledge, are air quote tamed prison cell people. Or he gets to deal with one less headache.
That went so well for you, didn't it? Right. Are you going to pay us? By which I mean, sorry, I phrased that as a question. Pay up.
Jesus Christ. He kind of he frowns at that. He just kind of reaches in to behind him, and he pulls out a pretty thick bag, and he kind of tosses it onto the table. And there is a pouch. Inside the pouch are 6 pouches. Each of those pouch contains 10 gold. Use as you might.
Fantastic.
I do not care.
Now, Damien. I suppose it's time for us to call the guard, yes?
Well. So, yeah, Damien will, I guess, leave the building. He's gonna go outside and, go get some guards.
Guards, he's killing us. You do notice that as you leave, he starts eyeing Grail's weapon. To Mel, you could he seems like he's debating on whether or not it would be more worthwhile to beat the shit out of Grail before he goes.
He's like, I'm getting a charge.
Might as well add battery to it.
Please do it.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do it.
Charles,
Going to hell, whether it's 1 sin or 1,000. Go as a legend. Come on.
Charles, we know you know you can't hurt us. Don't even try.
Hmm.
That's not just because you've had a spell cast on you.
I cast no spells, thank you very much. I'm
Eh.
just very persuasive when it comes down to it.
He again eyes Grail's weapon. He just goes, "If you were 10 years older, child, you might be able to win." He just starts walking towards the front door.
Was he leaving?
He's walking towards the front door just so the cops can get him easier. He's basically telling you, he's basically telling Grail, fuck you. I'm leaving on my terms, not yours.
Damn.
Get
All right, so
I guess.
yeah.
As he leaves, Grail will just simply utter, "Coward."
God, wait.
Well, do not
wait.
antagonize a man who can't fight back.
Ah, damn. That's
What was
such a
that?
perfect medium
What was
rule.
that, DM?
Grail, roll me a 1d20.
Oh,
I want to see
Oh,
how
shit,
quiet your
fighting
voice
words,
was.
oh shit! Hang on, I'm gonna pull up Foundry. I actually didn't realize I didn't have it until now.
What?
Ozzy.
I got so into the game, I forgot. I haven't had to roll yet.
When you get so
role-playing.
into the game, you forget that there's a game. Yeah, to be fair,
I do this
I'm
every
very
time. I'm
RP-heavy.
just like I'm into the role play, and it's like, oh wait, shit, yeah, there are dice rolls and combat and such in this game. It's not just
I
me
do-
sitting at a table
Yeah.
making funny voices for 3 hours a day.
Well, I do like
Love
making my
that.
funny voices. You know how it is. I like spooking, I like
Mancer, shut
shocking, I
up.
like being me.
Mancer, go away.
I'm getting in. I'm getting there.
That is the Mancer voice. Stop
I'll
it.
give you some love with these hands.
It's just a flat check.
Answer, you're
Just
dead.
a flat
Go
check,
home.
yeah, flat d20.
Dead, go.
All right,
Tease.
I'll let you choose how loud your voice was as he's walking away.
I want it to be loud enough for him to hear.
Fair enough.
Yes, let's go, King.
It's
So
the
you
kind
say
of,
that-
the kind of loudness where it is intended for him to hear, but
Mhm.
also intended to be soft enough to be provocative.
Now, just to double check, Mel, nothing that you have
Yes.
said makes it so he cannot punch the shit out of Grail.
No, he can't. I specifically said he cannot take any actions or induce anyone to harm myself or any of my companions.
Shit. He's gonna be pissed.
Okay, but does
Can we
Mel
please
consider
retcon
Grail a
this?
companion?
Yeah, can we retcon this to be like without provocation or something?
No. Mel covers all her bases.
Yeah, fair. Hey, you see him like, cause he's holding his cane and shit, and he like white knuckles the cane as he like lifts it up, and for a moment, Grail, you see he pulls on his cane, and you realize that it's a cane sword that he uses. And then after a moment, he just sheathes it again, and he just keeps walking. The sheer radiance of anger you can feel coming off of this man. And he's just, as he walks away, he's just gonna say, "Children are not worth a beating."
Or Toast is just gonna go.
He'll walk out, just fucking throw the door closed behind him. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Okay, so I guess at this point, Damien has acquired some guards and is outside the front door with him, and is showing them the paper and explaining what they've discovered.
Mhm.
As, dude, bro, as Charles comes out of his house.
Mr. Charles.
Charles. No, just Charles. He's not Mr. He doesn't deserve
Good old
honorary.
Charlie.
Doesn't get to be Mr. Charles.
No.
But yeah, and he willingly turns himself in. They're very confused by this, but he doesn't really put up any fight or anything like that. And yeah, you basically just bring him to... Honestly, you'd probably bring...
He goes to jail. He did not collect 200.
Yeah, Gregory
quite
is kind of
200, did not
the one who jails
pass
people, so the guards just start bringing him to
I guess
Gregory's
we
house.
follow him then.
I'll meet them in the
Yeah,
hallway.
Damien, I guess will go inside and help Mel get her chair again.
Yeah, so we'll compact the chair again. We will need to speak with Celeste later, I suppose, to assist in her ascension. But for the moment, we should probably go tell Greg that we finished the mission.
Well, I'm sure he already knows, but we should be there
Oh,
for
yes.
your victory, I guess, over Lord Moraine.
Well, our victory was always assured. It was just a matter of how we went about it.
Certain you would provide some enjoyment out of watching the finality.
Oh, quite. Yes.
You all just hear a
A
voice
despicable old
going,
man like
entertainment
that should,
is never ending. Do 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 do. Just
oh,
plays in your head.
God, is she actually here?
No.
No,
you
okay.
do hear her.
Let's go to Greg's house. She can't. I didn't take a gift from her. She doesn't have any holdover.
Oh, that's right. You're the only
So,
one who
Nina,
doesn't hear
Nina.
her voice. The rest of you guys just hear that playing in your head.
What in the?
Let's go.
Don't. Okay.
We make our way to Greg's house, which I assume isn't too far from here.
It is not. No, it's about the other side of the inner sanctum, but that's maybe like a 5-minute walk or so.
Did Penny come back to us?
Yeah,
I was reading in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
guys, you know.
She was just kind of leaning against the wall or something, just like watching the whole thing go.
Mm-hmm.
You're all kind of
Damien
just
gave-
sitting there.
Damien gave her like a nod as he passed, but he tried to like avoid eye contact. He's still kind of sad.
Oof, my heart.
But I don't know if you can tell the difference. It's like a self. He's sad at himself, not at you. He's depresso.
Depresso,
This is
espresso,
gonna
yo.
come across as very harsh, but Penny doesn't care.
Yep.
My heart.
She has something else on her mind. She wants to talk to her Thus as we walk. She's just gonna
You talk,
ask him.
Ortuz.
Yeah. She's gonna ask him. What meal have you liked the most so far?
One thing with the bread and the cheese, that was pretty good, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my favorite too. At least so far.
Could you teach me how to make them?
I could totally try, yeah. Have you cooked before?
Ortus has just like really like basic shit because he was in the military. He needed to make food on the go, and
I know how to burn something. I know how to put something on
Okay.
fire and it comes out something like that.
Okay, it might be better to like cook outside for the first time then.
Ortuz
he's
becomes the
made
master
eatable
grillman.
food.
Ortuz becomes the
Yes.
master grillman. He becomes the dad bod. Oh, I have a mental picture of that now. Oh.
He needs a chef's apron that says "Kiss the Cook."
Oh,
Okay, yeah, we can try that when we go back.
Good lord. Okay. So you all go ahead to Greg's house?
Yeah, I'll lead the way. I know the way.
You do indeed. Your confidence, your walking confidence is honestly very strong. Yeah, so you guys all lead the way to him. The guards obviously have led Meringue fairly quickly to the house as, possible threat to society. So by the time you guys get to the house, he's already inside, and Greg is like talking to him about some stuff. The guards are pretty much standing next to him with their weapons as you walk in. And Greg just goes, Yeah, it is a shame to see you go, old friend. I don't know how.
Good morning, Greg.
Oh, hi. Guards, you know the way. And the guards just nod and they start taking away. And he turns and he goes, what can I do for you? And he kind of like looks at Penny for a second, and you can see him like kind
She
of
smiles.
lean back slightly.
Hi, we're done.
So you are.
We even went above and beyond.
Yeah, I'm honestly very
All two
impressed.
swords through the door and go, "G'day, Greggy."
I
also
wasn't
have more
expecting to
information for
have
you, and you alone.
such a thorn in. I was wondering where a lot of my fellows went. I assumed that they had just consistently died in combat because, you know, you pull out a bunch of criminals that you don't really know the skill sets of. You really don't know how long they're gonna last. So, but knowing that a lot of them were just sent to, well, to swim with the fishes, so to speak, is concerning.
Know about
I think it'd be more
his-
turds than fishes.
That is true. Did you know about his involvement? Were
No,
you just
no, I
looking for
did not.
proof, or is this a surprise? Ah, well, I'm sorry.
Also, I will step up to Greg and hand him a note with the meeting instructions that Charles provided to me. I don't know whether they'll be there, but something to consider.
Wait. Oops. Sorry. I had to click something. But yeah. You hand him meeting instructions, and he kind of looks at it, and he's like, "Oh, huh." And I'm sorry, I'm still not fully up to date with everything. What meeting instructions are these exactly?
Our compatriot who you just escorted off to prison was
Indeed.
meeting with someone higher up.
That is.
He mentioned that him and the necromancer issue had a shared, what was the word? Boss, I guess? Like a shared... Someone who was in charge of them both.
You see him frown a little bit, and he's just like, that is worrisome. There are not a whole lot that can command a necromancer, or make a necromancer for that matter. Usually involves either a lot of power or some, shall we say, less than savory tactics. Necromancy begets necromancy, after all.
He was made of hands.
Damien grimaces.
He was made of hands. That
He was
doesn't
made of
sound like
hands.
necromancy. Are you sure it was
No,
necromancer?
He was closer. He called himself necromancer, but he was closer to a construct.
Huh. So his hands weren't flesh.
Well,
He said he's been alive for a long time.
mm,
Like he doesn't even remember.
Some sort of a goop?
Goop hand?
When
I
I was
don't
beating him to a pulp, it just felt like, yeah, slime.
I'm
Black
sorry.
slime.
You beat
We
the
destroyed
hands.
all of it.
You beat the hands to a pulp.
is he cutting out for anyone else, or is it just me?
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind
You
of
beat
again.
the hand.
I'm assuming my
no,
internet
no.
is just being weird at the moment. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Say that sentence again.
Hope my internet doesn't fuck itself completely tonight. That would be very annoying. But yeah, he looks at you, he's just like, wait. So, you beat a hand to a pulp, and it bled
Yes.
goo?
No, it
That
was
is
made of
the-
goo.
It was made of goo.
He like
It was
looks at
destroyed
his
via
hand
radiant
for a
damage.
second.
It was not
your
a. It was not a.
Huh.
All right, are you
David,
going
you
to
just
pay
bow.
us?
High
Like,
level.
is there another mission you
There's
have
a
for us?
high
Are we
level,
free
yeah.
to go?
Yeah, sorry, I'm process goo hands. Yeah. If you would like to take a I suppose a moment to rest, you're more than welcome to. There is something that is coming up Do you all know of the town? I suppose you would have difficulty knowing. What the fuck is the town? Riverside Haven?
Did I pass through it on my way here?
No.
Would Grail be aware of
should
this
I
town?
roll some sort of a check for that? Is that a history or an insight or what is that?
Grail, you would be down from the south, so arguably you would know it in passing, but not very well.
I think we know.
Damien has traveled around a lot.
You would probably know it, Damien.
Yeah, so
He's never really stayed. Okay.
Yeah, Ortus, you were military based. This one is not quite for military. A lot of the military would probably be focused either on the southern or the, I suppose, well, kind of reaches next to the goblins, so you might know of it. They don't usually do military stuff over there. So passing information for you. Mel, it's just a town, so I doubt it would stick in your memory.
Maybe.
Penny, it definitely wouldn't be in yours, because it was not on your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came down from the north.
So what would Damien know about this town?
It is as the name suggests, riverside, so it's next to a river, but it's also next to a rather large lake that separates the Viridian Fields from the Ironspire Peaks, as well as connects it to the Sahakan marshlands. It is primarily used for boat travel between Viridian Fields and Ironspire Peaks. Is actually the most common way for the Dwarven ambassador to get to Harmonious Haven as he comes down from the mountains, takes a trip over, and so on. It is primarily a fishing village with a large supply of wool that they usually use to get people stocked up for going into the spires.
This wouldn't have anything to do with the Dwarven Embassy, would it?
No. Thankfully, they are perfectly fine. He's not scheduled to come around for another year at least with our meetings. They aren't too important right now, but no, they're that village is having some shall we say difficulties with magic. I'm not really sure how to phrase it any better, but effectively this the weather around the village has started to get a little bit out of control, and we feel like there's some magic happening around it. Thunder randomly roars, but there's no clouds in the sky, so it's very strange. One of the trees a little bit away from it is consistently struck by lightning every single day for the last 2 weeks at the exact same time. Several of the birds that were in the village have flown away for now, a little bit earlier than we were expecting. It's a lot of weird little things that have just slowly started piling up. And we're not 100% sure what's going on aside from the weather just going haywire. But a lot of the town is getting a little bit concerned with the with everything. They don't want an accidental lightning strike to slam into their house. I mean, obviously they could put it out if fire happened, but you know, it's deep valid concern. So I'm gonna send you over there. It should be about a 2-week journey to get over there. And you'll be able to scout the place out. If something bad is happening, deal with it. If something bad isn't happening, I don't know, relax.
Return and report? Return and report to you?
I will have
Or
the dealer
stay
interact
there?
with
What is
you. You can really do whatever you truly please at that point in time. Take a relaxation. Take it as a beach, maybe. There's not really a beach over there. It's mostly just land. But, take a day of relaxation. I don't know. I'll send the dealer over to you if I need to contact you in any way, shape, or form. Just don't go too far. But yeah, if there's nothing there, then I have really nothing for you to do. If there is something there, kill it. Or stop it. Or halt it? I don't know. Whatever is happening, make it stop happening.
Right.
Mostly lightning strikes. That's really the biggest concern right now. That tree.
Sure, why not?
I don't know what's happening.
Are we required to leave today?
Nah, take your time. Leave within the next 3 days at least. It's a 2-week journey after all.
Fine.
Well, if you have nothing else for us, I suppose we'll head off.
Indeed. I don't believe
Don't
I
we
do.
get paid after each mission?
Yes, I assume he was going to hand us money.
Depends on how difficult the mission is. I can get you the same wages as the guild gives to those who partake in these missions. So the more dangerous the mission, the more I'll pay you. Or the more concerning or necessity that the mission provides, the more you get paid. For example, if something ever happens in Gleaming Meadows, which hopefully nothing ever does, we may lose all of our food, then, we'd get a lot of money regardless of what happens there. But Riverside Haven is a little bit less important of an area, so it's a little bit less money. So I'll give you a little bit of money, just, let me know what happens over there, and if possible, provide proof. You know how it is.
I was talking more about the fucking necromancer we just killed for
Yeah,
you
do we get
underneath
hazard
this
pay for that?
city.
Yeah.
Yes, how
'Cause you told
important
us-
is it that
you
we
told us to
dispose of
investigate
a
a
necromancer, pray tell?
Corpse, and it turned into a whole thing.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that. I was also expecting them to have paid you, but considering am I dead again?
You were for a
Back.
little
No,
bit.
you're back.
Okay. I'm listening to myself on the stream
necromancer,
too,
you
and it
came
like
back
cuts
from the
out,
dead.
and I'm like, oh, okay. But he's like, I was also expecting them to pay you, but considering Charles is jailed, I assume that's difficult to get your
Oh.
fee.
Damien, does anyone stop Damien?
Mel will look at Damien, not say anything, and then go, "Yes, I assume Charles being in jail would make it quite difficult to pay us."
Proceeds of crime and all that.
Yes.
Closes his
So
mouth promptly and just sighs.
so it was a little bit
Hey,
dangerous of a mission.
I didn't lie. Everything I said was the absolute truth.
That's true. It was quite a dangerous mission, so we'll pay you a high adventurers rate for such a mission. That'd be a 1 gold for each of you. Would be enough. That's quite a lot. For most of the shops in town. So yeah, I can get you 1 gold. Hold on, let me just and he walks around a little bit, he reaches into a drawer and closes it, goes into another drawer. He's like, no, that's not it. It's platinum,
A gold,
silver.
you say?
Yeah,
Pray
one
tell,
gold.
if you were to go to an adventurer on the street and tell them that they slay a necromancer, you will give them 1 whole gold, do you believe that they would accept that? Believe they would risk life and limb to take out such an incredible threat?
In the
Gold.
sewers as well.
He kind of looks over his shoulder. He just kind of goes, necromancy is more of a fairy tale to a lot of adventurers. So, to the best of my knowledge, most adventurers would sell their left limb to go and fight something as mythical as a necromancer, regardless of the difficulty of it. Most of the time, they're stupid, but
To be fair,
part of the
my
harm.
understanding is you sold quite a few lives to this necromancer, Greg.
You can determine that the human life is unsurprisingly worth unfathomably little to a person such as yourself.
You said we don't need to leave right away, right?
Oh no!
I hope you don't get a visitor during the night.
God. Damien is just looking at these guys in epic shock right now.
You see him
Wait, I'm sorry,
pale
what
a
was
little
that?
bit, and he just goes, right, 5 gold per person. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. He kind of reaches into another drawer. He's like, 1, 2. Fuck it. He grabs 2 platinum, 3 platinum. He's like, all right, here you go.
Thanks.
Ah, that.
Cute.
Yep.
Penny,
Thanks
what
for
did you...
sending me.
You know what? We're going to have a talk later, Penny. Just you and I.
Yeah, as long as
Masturbated. Sorry, I should
it's
have muted
not
myself.
in my room or my bathroom. Yeah, do what you need to.
Sorry, what was that about a bathroom?
Nowhere. I don't want any of you in my bathroom.
I think
Okay,
many
you
people
know what?
have many
I'm gonna
words
do.
they need
We haven't
to
done this yet. I'm
explain.
doing the gaydar. I'm doing a gaydar roll.
Give
was
me
I
the
rolling?
give me the
Investigation,
gaydar
insight?
roll.
I wanna see if is. I would like to investigate if
Mm-hmm.
if Greg is like horny or afraid. I guess, or both. So is that an investigation or an insight? What's going
It's no
on?
longer naked and afraid. It's horny and afraid.
What one came first?
Am I doing an investigation or an insight?
Insight.
For what?
Her fucking gaydar. Yeah, go with the
Shut the fuck up.
motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Oh my god.
How is it that these rolls get the natural 20? This stupid.
These are the important rolls.
Jesus, I'd have to come up with some bullshit here, huh?
Alright, so yeah, I would like to
What?
investigate what the fuck is going on between Penny and Greg there.
Jesus Christ. Am I hearable?
Me?
Am I dying? Am I dead?
I'm so done with this.
Sorry, I had a
Come
lot of
on,
drop
I
frames
need
there
to
for
know
a
what
second. My internet died.
Ortiz.
Hi, am I back?
With a 20, can I get a read on everyone in the room?
Yeah, you're back soon. I think your stream died for a second though. refresh that.
Possibly. Is it still dead? Hold on.
I'm back.
Very
laggy
looks
for
like
me.
it, maybe. Don't know.
Being measured in seconds per
Oh,
frame,
there
not
it
frames
is.
per second.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
back.
Okay, I think it's back now. Maybe.
It looks like it. Oh, maybe.
The internet just being like, this is too
I would
much.
like to humbly.
Yeah, the nat 20 killed the stream.
It did.
Yeah,
I think
my bad.
I think
I'm
it's
sorry,
coming back.
everybody.
I
would like to use my nat 20 to not only get a read on Greg, but on everyone in this room, I guess.
It'll
there
come
it is.
back
Yeah, it's back.
eventually.
Oh, is it?
Jesus
think it's working.
Christ.
Maybe?
It says live on my end.
So I
Yeah,
don't know
my
how that
internet
sounds,
is
but it's
fluctuating.
like- I think it's just gone back to normal.
Your internet is
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so far behind.
He does not want the gaydar roll.
Okay, now it's back. Okay, are we back? Are we all back?
I think we're back.
Am I back? Are you back?
We're so bad.
Testing.
I think so.
Everyone, refresh. Let me
Factory back.
refresh.
Maybe we should cancel
your
Sin's internet, but I
page.
think someone's beating us to it.
Hey.
Back to back to speed. There we go. I don't know how to say that any other way. Yeah. So nat 20 fucking killed the. The gaydar was too strong, Damon.
Sorry. Gaydar's too strong. I have to get a read on everyone in the room now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, apparently your gaydar instincts have just, like, fucking expanded. Inside of Grail's pants is, Revolution.
I mean, I just did take a level in Bard, so...
Oh, this explains
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Jesus. Okay, we're all back? Everyone's back? Everyone's
I think
good?
so.
My
Well,
internet's not
Callista's
crying?
and I miss her.
We do miss
Yeah.
Callista. She would have loved this moment.
I want Callista.
Where's
I
our
miss
Callista? Alright, anyways.
Callista, get your ass out of bed.
So, you're trying to get, like, a good beat on him, see, like, how he's feeling right now. Like, fear, horniness, weird emotions. You are definitely feeling some kind of mixture of absolute terror as well as arousal. Mostly terror that's like laid on top of it, but there's like a board, it's like a.
So it's kind of like, I didn't know I was into this until now, sort of deal.
Yes, and Jesus
Okay.
Christ, this is scary as hell. Have a good night, and not.
But also, why isn't my dick getting... Yeah.
Yeah. it's directly pointed at Penny. There's nothing towards the
Oh my
rescue.
What's
God.
pointed at Penny?
You know what's pointed at Penny.
Good fucking lord.
Next
gaydar?
step, moving on.
Especially with the sheer
All right.
terror he's feeling right now. So, yeah, he's like, no, go. You have a mission. Just see the sights of the town, talk to the gnomes, explode, whatever you want.
No.
No, my back.
Well, we should let's get going, everyone.
Alright.
Damien
Yeah,
is
you're
super uncomfortable with the energy in this room.
Yeah, we leave. We're fucking leaving.
Takes all y'all like a good solid half a second to just mosey on your way through, fucking barreling over each other. And nope, fuck this shit. All right.
Once they're finally like out of the house, Damien's just gonna quietly be like, "I suppose Callista's intuition was right."
Oh no. All right. Now that we're free,
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
we have no immediate responsibilities.
I'm very proud.
I wish to find a pet shop.
You
How do I
motherfucker.
split? How do I split 3 platinum between us?
We'll find some way to split it up, and we can organize the golden and what have you.
I'm trying to think of if there would be a pet shop in this town, if they really have that many pets here. I think there would be a corgi pet shop inside of Sarshao Kingdom because they are directly next to Feywild Crossing. I don't think they would have any here if they're semi-fey creatures. What kind of animals would they have here? Yeah, I think they would primarily have like corgi MOUs.
I would like. Can I roll a perception check to locate a shop that may sell a corgi?
You know what? Sure, if you get a high enough roll, I'll give it to you.
Fantastic. I am going to cast guidance on myself, and yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. So we want perception, and we're adding. Do I get advantage or anything?
No.
Okay.
Well, you cast a guidance on yourself.
No.
Hey, fuck you, DM.
Motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Nat 20!
What is going on here?
You got max rolls! You got 4 to 4!
No, that's
a
I got
4 and a 6.
3 and a
Fuck.
1.
That would have been hilarious if you got max rolls in that shit. God damn it. Fucking double net 20. Jesus Christ. I don't have plans for a corgi habitat. God damn it. Fucking enjoy my libraries. Fuck you. Alright, I don't know why I bet against you.
Why?
You
really shouldn't at this point.
Perception check.
Like, this is just hubris. Like, I just did the nat 20 gaydar check, and then Mel did the nat 20 corgi check.
The dice are telling a story, and I don't know what it is.
Hey, Sin, can I incite a revolution on a nat 20?
Chaos.
I'll use the help action with that.
Yeah.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Revolution!
Don't deny that one.
I'm giving him an enhanced ability.
Christ. So you do find a shop. Yeah,
I
you know
could've cast enhanced
what? I'm
ability
gonna
on
make this a
myself.
whole
Shit.
thing. I'm gonna make this a whole fucking thing. All right.
Okay, so out of character for a second,
Uh-huh.
part of the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to progress the plot too much without Callista here. So
That's
having
fair.
this
That's fair.
distraction does work as like a shit is happening, but it's not
Also
hyper
have a
plot
distraction
relevant.
for us.
The dice are really begging for
They're
a
really
story.
telling a story.
I need Art and Mal and their new Corey. Fair.
Oh, dear.
Fuck. Okay. to make a whole thing out of this now.
Yay.
Not
Corgi.
planned for. Fucking hell.
To be fair, we gave you several sessions of like, hey, we're looking for a dog. Like, this is on you.
Doggos are not that popular here. Okay, so you're walking around. Is the whole group walking with Mel just she's on a mission at the moment, you know?
I want a stationery shop.
Damien's gonna head back to the tavern and do some stuff. And so after you're done with the corgi thing, you can switch over to Damien.
Okay.
Unless you need some time to prepare for the corgi thing, in which I could do Damien's stuff.
No, I'm fine. I can roll something off my ass. You were looking for a stationery shop, Penny?
Yes.
Okay. Remind me what that means again.
Paper.
Right. Okay.
And
That's a reasonable request. Very easy to find a paper. They relatively often made, especially in scrolls or books. There's even a library in town, so relatively easy.
Did she find paper with corgi?
Yeah, she finds the mythical, magical library children books about corgis in the Feywild.
No, it's just like, you know how like some papers have decorative, like some have like dogs on it, some have like butterflies and shit. Maybe there's like a cute illustration corgi notebook for her.
Yep, fair. Yeah, so you're able to find that easy peasy. Grail and Ortus.
Is it like a high-end one?
Ortus is gonna go.
You would probably be in Technolopolis, so I would say like medium class.
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah. What are you saying, Ortus?
Ortus is gonna go with Mel.
Fair
Wants
enough.
to see dogs.
I think so. Penny has all the money at the moment, right?
She got the
No,
3 platinum. Everyone else has the 10 gold divvied up.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I mean, like, she's got the 3 platinum is the main thing.
Yeah.
I feel like Grail will tag along, one, because Penny has the money and he's extremely worried about her just, like, getting mugged or something. And number 2, he is also on the lookout for a set of plate mail now. He's been rocking some chain mail for a while and would very much like to get some more defenses. So I figure if we've got money and we're going shopping, he will tag along for the time being and see if he can find a place.
Spree.
Yes.
Good lord. Okay. So Grail and Penny, you're both wandering through Technopolis. Ortus, you are heading with Mel to go find the doggo. Damien, you're heading back to the tavern to do something or another at the moment. So we're gonna start with the corgi, because it is interesting to my soul and painful.
Puppy.
You guys, you're on a mission. You're on a mission to find this shit. There is nothing on this planet that is going to deter you, to steer you away, to pull your attention away. You are dead set on finding it. It takes you about half an hour. You are scavenging through these shops. You're looking through one, moving to the next. It's a big town. But it takes you about half an hour just scavenging through different shops, looking and talking probably with Ortus, as I'm assuming Ortus, you mentioned something about most of the shops that you see, as a lot of them are food-based. Food is a very common thing in this area.
Yeah, the pair of them are chatting as they make their way downtown.
Yeah. Make my way downtown.
They're moving fast.
Oh,
Thanks as
no.
fast as
My
they
fantasy
Oh,
world,
no.
people require food as sustenance to continue living.
That's how we know we're autistic. So
We've
So-
risen him.
you wander
With
for
the
a little
autism.
while.
You've risen
And-
with the tism.
You eventually find it. You find this little nook, this little hole in the wall kind of shop. It's pretty buried in the area for the most part, kind of out of the way of a lot of things. Fairly difficult to get. Damn it, that was not gonna stop you. You managed to wander your way into it with Ortus, and you see this old gnome shopkeeper, right? He has like a long gray beard, like he has like long silver hair that's like stretching all the way down to like his feet, so it's very long hair. He's like holding like a stick next to him, and he just goes, "Hello there. How may I help you, travelers?
Hello, I'm looking for a very specific dog to breed. Do you have any corgis?
Oh dear. It's been a long time since I've heard of a corgi. I might have some. Would you be interested in the other breeds? There's some on the wall there.
No.
Oh.
There's
What
dogs
about
on the
my
wall?
avian companions?
No, a corgi, please.
I have toads.
I'm sorry. Are you potentially? I don't mean to be disrespectful. Are you hard of hearing?
A parrot.
Because I'm looking for a corgi, and that is the only thing I am looking for.
Oh. Okay. He's like walking over to like a cage and he puts the parrot down. He's like, "It's okay, Timothy. Someone will love you someday."
Oh my god.
If we get a parrot, will you do the voice for it?
DM, this is a trick. This is a trick
How many
question.
There's let me make sure
Mel's Menagerie.
I'm
Mel's
dying again.
Menagerie.
I think I'm dying again. Am I dead again?
Yeah.
Hello?
No, I can hear you.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
How many animals are there in this tiny store?
There are a few different dogs, mostly smaller ones that are kind of curled up on the floor. Very cute, very tiny, and seem to be well looked after. There's a couple bunnies, which is nice. A couple of lizards, a couple different bird types, different avians. There's a hawk in there as well as a parrot. Am I dying again? Okay.
Here.
Hi. And there's a couple other animals as well, like different reptiles, and like it's a fairly spacious area.
As long as they're well looked after, that's fine. If they were being like mistreated or whatever, I'd take them all. But if they're being well looked after, then that's no
Seems like they're being
Mel's
fairly
Menagerie,
well
let's go.
he looks at you like, all right, if you want a corgi, come with me.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, is it dying again? God damn it! I'm doing a cool voice world.
All right, I follow the old man.
He brings you guys into the back. It's a very slow walk. He's much smaller than you and old. But he walks into the back with you, and you see that in the back, in his little shop, is something that you are shocked you did not feel as it was going through. There is a very small realm rift. It's quite literally a rift into the Feywild.
Huh.
Well, I have this. It talks to me sometimes, and they tell me it has corgis, but I've never gone into it and investigated. But if I stick my hand in there, sometimes I feel their face.
The face of a corgi or the face of
person?
Like a person.
He slowly reaches his hand out and slowly pushes it into the rift. Corgi! Slowly pulls it back out.
I need a corgi petting portal. I'm sorry. Continue, DM.
Huh.
He's my best friend.
Oh.
I've known him for 2 minutes.
Don't make me take his best friend away. Oh, he's
known him for 2 minutes.
Okay.
He's my closest friend.
You have the parrot.
Oh yeah, Timothy.
I guess I reach into the portal.
you reach into the portal. It is weird. It's the first time that you've managed to, I guess, reconnect to your air quote homeland.
Yeah.
But it's a very weird feeling for you. But it's definitely a portal to the Feywild. And you reach in and you feel a tongue licking your hand, and it's definitely a dog tongue.
I kind of gesture for make gestures at the dog to come through the portal.
You see like it slides forwards, and like you hear it like its body slides, and it like shoves its head out the portal and it just stares at you, panting.
I immediately switch to Sylvan. Hello there.
Hi. What's up?
So you cut out. Did it say was up?
What's up?
Say what's up. What's up?
Oh, you're adorable. What's your name?
I don't have a name. What's your name?
You can call me Mel.
Ah,
Would you like to come with me?
Ariel.
Oh, you're so precious.
Do I have a name? He looks at the old
I
man.
will think.
He looks back at you.
1 second. I'll switch out to comment. Did you name this dog already?
He slowly looks over and he's like, a corgi.
Yes. Okay.
What's
I'll
the
take that as a
question?
no. Did you name him?
No. No.
Okay. You don't have a name yet, child, but I will think of one for you. Would you like to come with me?
Wow. Okay.
What's up?
I will gently help the corgi through the portal.
He just kind of like wiggles back and forth, like just kind of like butt wiggling as he's just like sliding on through the portal. And eventually he pops out enough that he just kind of tumbles downwards, and he just kind of like slaps onto the ground and kind of rolls a little bit. He just goes, wee.
You are so precious. I will pick up the corgi and pet
Wow,
him.
I'm flying.
You're so adorable. I will look to the old man. How much do I owe you?
How much is he worth?
I will give the old man 15 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Like, he's worth everything to me.
Please look after the rest. Use this to look after the rest of the animals that you own.
Wow. I can pay off my house. Do I have a house?
Good. I don't know.
Timothy
Can I help
will
this
love
guy with
me.
his memory or something?
He seems to have some serious memory issues. And he kind of like walks past you, and he like looks at Timothy and just kind of goes, I can feed you awesome food.
Okay, I'm going to hope that this old man looks after his pets, and I don't know how to help him further. Is there a spell I can cast to fix his memory and help him?
Maybe a restoration spell? I don't know.
Yeah, can I like cast lesser restoration on him to like heal him a bit to fix his memory?
Sure.
Heal his brain.
Yeah, I think that's a
He's like,
2nd level spell. Yeah,
I
it is.
remember my son. I have to go make some phone calls.
I will cast
My
lesser restoration
wife.
on him and
Cool.
hope that that helps.
You
He just
pass
goes,
on to him, and
Fuck, I forgot to turn off the oven.
he just kind of turns and he looks and he goes, I feel like I'm 30 years younger. What was your name?
You can call me Mel.
Cool.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Well, I'm going to take this tiny, adorable dog and go now.
It's George. I just came up with
Who
that.
is George? No, I'm not naming him George.
Let's name my late son.
How old is this corgi?
I have no idea corgi years, so
It's the
youngish.
same as regular dog years.
No dog
Corgis
years? You
don't
think I'm a
age
dog
different.
person?
I don't.
You have a medical expert.
It's true. I don't know, fucking 3 years old.
All right, perfect. He's mine. I will think of a name for him. Yes.
Would you like Timothy too? And he pulls out Turtle.
Can Ordos and the turtle have like a moment where they look into each other's eyes? Just like, whoa, the universe. Like everything makes sense now. Like,
He does he has a staring contest with the fucking turtle.
Ortus, do you want Do you want the turtle?
DM roll for turtle connection.
I don't think Ortus would take care of it very well.
It's true.
Ortus is really fascinated by the portal and he's gonna stick his head through it.
I
Oh,
would have.
Jesus Christ.
think you
Ortus, roll
can
me a
keep the
wisdom
turtle.
save.
Old friend.
Oh, what?
Let's go.
Oh no.
See,
Oh,
this is where
buddy.
the nat 1's coming.
No, buddy.
Most likely.
No, that's not too
Nice.
bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, especially for a -1. Yeah. So you stick your head through the portal. You're not entirely sure what you see. At one moment or another, you're fairly confident that the land in front of you is not dirt. Another second, you're fairly confident you're only tasting dirt, as your face is now inside of it. It's also like it's moving like a wave almost, and it's just like every now and again just kind of slapping against your cheek, which is very weird. As you look up in the sky, it's bubblegum pink, and then blue, and then pink, and then blue, and then purple, and then green just to spice up a little bit. And you're not really sure why, but you get the feeling that you could probably eat the clouds. It's a very strange feeling. Your tongue tastes weird.
So it's all cutesy, basically.
Yeah,
I
to
think
your
Ortus
character,
is
yeah,
gonna be
this would be very cutesy. Very bubblegum, very
I
pink.
think Ortus is gonna be horrified by it. Who would want to live here?
Just like that, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. War doesn't even come close.
He pulls his head out and he's screaming.
I get PTSD flashbacks, but only to this portal.
Jesus Christ. All right. We got the dog. We leave. I say goodbye to the shopkeeper. And Puppy. Oh.
Puppy.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to think of a name for my dog.
Tus, how are you feeling now that
You
you've
can
You can
walked
ask
out
him
of the
what he
building?
wants to be named.
It's
Yeah,
true.
true.
Ortus is gonna turn to because Grail's with us, right?
Grail is not. He's
Yes.
with
No,
Penny.
Grail's away.
Huh?
He's with Penny.
Oh, is Penny not in the shop too? Oh yeah, I'm with Penny then.
Nope, I went to
Oh,
a
okay.
stationery shop.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's gonna look at the old man then,
Hmm?
and he's just gonna go, mate, get rid of that thing.
I've been trying for years. I
Do you
think.
want it gone?
Randomly, creatures will come out of it, and then I have tea with them. And they just leave. It's kind of weird.
Fair.
It's like every Tuesday.
enough.
We call it Tea Tuesday, I think.
Well, that sounds like you have no issues with that then. We can go.
It's a nice place to be.
All right. Dog.
Y'all walk
Dog.
outside, or Toos just looks like he saw a ghost, went through a fucking battlefield.
It's not that bad. Calm down.
Alrighty. So, Penny and Grail. You guys are walking through the town. It is significantly easier to find a stationary shop than it is to find a shop with a fucking corgi in it. So it only takes you guys probably like 5-10 minutes or so of just like walking around all gentle like to find a stationary shop. Do you two talk during the walk?
I don't think Grail would
Um,
initiate a conversation, but if Penny does, he would respond.
So, Grail,
Yes.
do we just, for the revolution, do we just kill leaders or like kings, or do we also kill like bad people? Like, is that part of it?
Death is not the end goal of the revolution. It is sometimes and quite frequently one of the tools that is used in order to incite that revolution. The end goal is to liberate the people. free them from the thumb that keeps them oppressed. The leaders that are behind that tend to be the kind that have no interest in giving up their positions willingly, often only doing so in death, which is why it is, unfortunately, often necessary. We kill those who stand against us, those who refuse to allow the revolution to take place. Any and all who step aside and relinquish their power are to be spared. At the very least, at our hands.
So,
People will decide what happens to them after that.
so if like a bad person steps aside, we don't kill them?
It is not our position to decide who lives and who dies. If they oppose the revolution, and there is no other option, then it is one that we take. But otherwise, their crimes are for the people who inherit their power to decide.
What if someone's a part of the revolution and they're bad? Do we just let them be bad?
We do not accept into the revolution those that compromise our ideals. Revolution is for the people who have been oppressed, who seek a better life. Not for those who commit crimes, for those who oppress others, try to take power for themselves selfishly.
Hmm.
With DM
The
knowledge,
reason I
I'm
bring
loving
it
this
up.
shit.
I am shaking. That is, I literally am standing here with my mouth. I'm like, who is it? What is she thinking of?
So I'm just kind of, thinking about it. And just like between me and you, forget the revolution or anything, but like if it's a bad person, would you kill them?
Penelope, I have killed people. I have murdered countless. My hands and my sword are stained by blood that many people will never know. I ask you, does that make me a bad person? There is no incorrect answer. There is no penalty, should you say yes. Genuinely, in your heart, you see that and me as evil.
Or Penny looks around. Is there like an alley to kind of just pull him into for a second?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And there's nobody around?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I She's struggling. So I've been thinking, and like I don't know how. I don't know like my past. But what if I did something bad is what I'm thinking. And so if I've done something bad, will you? And she kind of just stops.
A criminal is defined not by their past, but by their motivations. A criminal is one who constantly and consistently seeks to exploit others for their own gain. People have made mistakes in the past. I have made mistakes in the past. I carry blood on my hands not only from the people that I have killed, but from the people my inactions led to die. I spent every day of my life sacrificing myself in order to make up for those crimes. I have done horrible things and will spend the rest of my life attempting to atone for them. It's not my position to be hypocritical and judge others for dark pasts if they too seek to redeem themselves, make the world a better place.
Okay. It's not for you to judge. But what if I ask you to?
I would not. I cannot pass judgment on others, and I would ask to be forgiven for my past and do everything in my power to earn that forgiveness. To do so would be to compromise the belief that I can change this world, that I am worthy of leading people to a greater one. Thus, I simply cannot entertain such ideas. I do not know your past. I know not what you believe, or do not even know that you have committed. What I know is that the person who is with me now is one who seeks to better that world. Regardless of any crimes you have committed in your past, you too seek to atone for them. You too seek to create a better world. That matters more than past slights.
I mean, that's nice and all, but like, I know Damien said that I think he lied to you guys. Like, I did hurt him. And the thing is, I don't really feel bad about it. The thing I feel bad about and that I apologized for was not giving him the chance to leave first. But I don't feel bad about hurting him.
And I do not feel guilt for what I did to Callista in the sewers. And
I think those are different things.
Grail will give like a very rare little smile. As a sort of way of saying that, I guess, like as a sort of reflecting on that moment and finding some joy in it, but also as a sign of reassurance that it is natural to do things that would be considered bad, but at the same time not necessarily feel regret for them.
Okay, let's go find the stationery shop then.
Grail giving Penny the best pep talk.
I don't even know if it's a pep talk.
What did you do to her? Nice.
David just like, God, why?
Like, what is? Why?
What is going on? I love it. Fucking love it. Oh, the mechanics of Penny's brain are truly amazing. And with my DM knowledge, I really am fucking loving this. Especially it fucking leans into Grail's story too. I love it. Yeah, you guys are able to find the shop fairly easily. It takes you guys not like a minute or two, but yeah. Is there anything in particular you want from there, or just notebook basically, just a bunch of papers? Oh, am I done? Okay.
You died for a second, but it's all good.
Okay.
I will message you unless you really want me to say it out in here.
You're welcome. Message me.
Okay.
What's that fucking from? Oh my god, where's that from?
For a brief moment, it sounded like Maya's theme from DVD, but not.
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't be particularly difficult to find here. Are you trying to make sure that Grail doesn't see it, or?
He can see the notebook.
Okay, cool.
But like the other thing, not really.
All right. Yeah. So effectively, Grail, you just see her kind of pick up a notebook, and just kind of like basically exchange goods and services for notebook stuffs.
Completely natural, very normal.
That might be it. Yeah, very, very normal interaction.
How much does it cost?
6 copper, I would probably say. It's a whole thing of whole notebook. So yeah, probably about 6 copper.
I'll give a silver, I guess.
Damn, you'll be very appreciative of that.
Hey, I don't have any copper. How can I get change?
He could totally give you change. So yeah, you give him one
Okay,
silver,
yes,
and
please.
he'll give you 4 copper back.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. My cat came out of nowhere.
Like a spider or something falling from you.
No, she's a black cat. She just came out from behind my monitor.
But yeah, so you get the notebook and stuff, and you guys start heading back. Unless you have anything else you want to talk about.
I think Grail wanted something. Do you want something not from the stationery shop, right?
Yeah, I wanted to look into how much it would cost to get a suit of plate armor.
You would have to go to a blacksmith to figure that out. The most popular blacksmith is the retired adventurer Boren Ironfist. It'd not be hard to find a shop.
All right, I would seek that out then.
Okay. Before you do that, Orchis
Do I need to make
and
any rolls
Mel,
for that?
now that you have your corgi, and possibly turtle,
Doggy.
where'd you guys like to go? Are you guys going to go back? Are you guys going to try and meet up with Grail?
Hey, what about me?
Yeah, we're gonna try find Grey. Oh, I'm gonna try find.
Well,
I think
Mel's going
Yeah.
back to the inn because she needs to feed her new dog.
Yeah.
So I think they'll split up then.
Damien time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So we're gonna have
Damien.
Mel go back to you. We're gonna have Orchis go to Grail and Penny. Their trip took a little bit shorter time than trying to find the doggo. So you guys will meet up while you're searching for Boren's place. Damien, while they were doing their doggo stuff and Grail and Penny were talking, what have you been doing all this time?
So Damien went back to his room.
Mhm.
I guess Callista's off doing whatever, or in the kitchen, whatever.
Yeah.
And he's going to take out the journal that he had taken from Manser.
Mhm.
And he is got Pony with him, and he's gonna try to see if he can unmutate Pony a little bit. Just kind of learn more about Pony, try to unmutate him, or at least make him have a more healthy and less painful and less agonizing, horrific existence, if he can. He's gonna try to. So he's gonna take, and if that's not something that could be done right away, he's just gonna, hang out with the little guy and comfort him and feed him and try to do that research.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you're able to do research on it. Reading through Manser's notes is hell on the eyes. It's extremely detailed. But it is very ADHD, like everywhere. Lava is not in direct sequence with one another. Well, this is because he just kept flipping back and forth whenever he saw new shit, or whether it's on purpose, you're not entirely sure. But it is like the ravings of a madman that are somehow medically and alchemically sound.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's very, very annoying to read more than anything else.
It's very slow going with that.
Yeah, I would say
that's just kind of what I will be doing for the entirety of the time while they're gone.
Okay.
I'll have more stuff to do when they get back.
Yeah, I would probably say if you want to experiment on him, you would definitely, at least from what you're able to tell, you really want to have a lot more information on him, or some of the experimentation. Yeah, some of the experimentation could end very badly from what you're seeing. There's a lot of descriptions of his failed experiments. Even drew tiny pictures of them.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But alright, yeah, so you're doing that, and Mel's eventually going to get back to you after about an hour or so. Ortus, you eventually meet up with Grail and Penny. Getting the notebook and everything like that wasn't particularly hard to do. Finding the blacksmith area takes a little bit longer, but it's also just a really big city. Ortus, you basically just get directions from people who've seen Grail walking around. It's really hard to miss Grail.
Would Ortus reach Grail before he reaches Vorin?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It is not hard for people to know where Grail is, as word gets around rather quickly, and Grail's Grail. So you would basically just start making your way, and it takes you a little bit, but you are able to meet up with them. You are also where they need to go. You're basically ahead of them, and so you're walking backwards and then walking to you. So yeah, they end up basically Penny and Grail both walk into you, not literally, but you know.
Nah, literally. Penny walks into him.
Bounce.
She's looking at her notebook.
Got pretty pictures.
Not yet.
Soon.
Oh, hi, Ortus. What are you doing here?
Not much. Just we just got a corgi apparently.
We got a corgi?
Yep. What are you guys doing?
I got a notebook.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to
And,
find
Grail,
Grail.
mate.
Is Grail dead?
Is Grail not?
I'm here.
Huh?
Okay.
I thought so.
Heads
Yeah,
in the cloud.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was talking to me.
Yeah. I was asking
Sorry,
you what you guys
misheard.
doing, but yeah.
What are we looking for again?
Penny
Grail?
took over. I was fine with Penny talking. Grail's not the talker.
That's fair. That's fair.
Penny
Yeah.
doesn't know what it's called.
Speak, boy.
We're going to look into fixing some plate mail.
Where?
Orders is not using plate mail, is he?
No.
He also has chainmail. He has a little bit thicker of a plating on his arm because he uses I believe he uses a long do you use a long sword or great sword?
Great sword.
Great sword. Yeah, so he uses a great sword. So he has a little bit more padding on his right side because of that. But he's wearing chainmail.
Perhaps you could use some as well. We can look into it together.
Where are you going to buy this?
I heard word of a blacksmith in town that is recommended by most adventurers.
No.
Concerned about
What
the
do you
bulk
mean?
then?
Um,
Understandable should you prioritize dexterity over immediate defense. A valid choice.
Watson, can you? Oh.
Well, we heard that it was probably the best place to go. Do you know, like, a better place?
No, it is probably the best place to go. I would just rather not see that man.
Grail's
Oh,
eyes
you
sort
got
of
beef with him?
narrow.
No.
Does he have beef with you?
No.
I think this is
His
the
name's,
most
She
that
looks to
Ortus
Gert.
has talked around you guys.
Ortus is scared. He does not want to go to the blacksmith.
This is the first time, Grail, you will notice this. It is the first time that he has shown any form of true fear, and there is a lot of it.
It's like telling a dog, "Do you want to go take a bath?" No.
Like telling Ortus, do you want to take a bath?
Oh yeah. There you go.
Dunk him, baby, dunk him.
It's like, we have to take him to the VET. Don't spells, don't.
You know I can't spell. Don't use that around me.
Ew.
I think like Grail is now even more curious. Like, who has managed to inspire fear in Ortus? So, very well. You're welcome to go your own way then. I will seek this person out. If they're capable of instilling fear in you, then perhaps they are someone I would like to meet.
Would Ortus technically make plate mail since he's
You in
well.
theory could. I believe you have smithing tools. If I
do,
recall
yes.
correctly.
Double
Let me
check
just double
those
check
things.
that real quick. Yeah, because you were raised with smith's tools. Yeah, proficiency is. You could potentially make it. It would require a lot of time, a lot of material, but you could potentially do it. You would not be able to do it with any like high class material. Like you just aren't good enough at the moment to do so. But you would be able to make like really shoddy iron plate mail basically. It would take a lot of iron and it would take a lot of time, but as long as you had a forge and you had the materials, you would be able to do it.
Okay. Maybe not then.
So if you don't have beef with him and he doesn't have beef with you, like why shouldn't we go to the best place for Grail? Are you jealous? We can get you some too.
No, I'm not jealous.
Oh.
Oren is the man who raised me.
That's even more reason to go. Now we have to go.
No.
Which way?
No.
No.
It was this way, right? It was this way, right? And then Penny's just gonna
Nar clear.
Oh no.
Clear.
It's fucking Pole Ortus.
Come on, you gotta introduce me. We can show him the grilled cheese.
Ortus is gonna reach around his back, like grab out the broken sword, like the hilt of it, and this was his most prized sword. He gave it to me before I left for the army.
Why'd he give you a broken sword?
It wasn't broken when he gave it to me.
Jesus Christ.
Does he know?
He does not. I have not seen him since. And I would rather not see him yet.
Well, earlier this morning, Mel kind of told me that us mortals, have a word that we say, and it's sorry. So we can go do that.
Just say
Oren
sorry.
Oren's not that type of guy. Just accept sorry.
Well, you can give him a hug as well.
Nope.
Okay, how do we fix it then? Like, what do we need? What do we need to
Trust
do?
me, I've tried. We can't fix the sword.
Okay, but what do we do about the situation? She'll look between these two really tall Asemirs on either side of her, like, what are we gonna do here? Can't you just, like, give him money? He can fix it himself then?
No, he cannot.
Penny struggling so hard and Grail just standing there smiling.
Grail
I mean, if he
does not know
raised you-
what to do in this kind of situation at all.
If he raised you, like, why would he be? What are you scared of happening? Him being mad at you?
He didn't really raise Ortus. He was more just there.
Is Ortus talking in third person
I can't-
Sorry, I'm
I
not
can't come up
here.
with I can't come up with like a how to say it. He was more of like Ortus feels like he was more of like a fuck, how do you say it?
Authority figure?
Ortus feels like, yeah, basically he doesn't really feel like Boren viewed him as his like, like son with air quotes, because obviously not blood related. Ortus feels like Boren was kind of just using him.
So that's kind of what you would be getting from your conversation with Ortus, Penny?
Hmm. Do you know another place to go?
No.
None at all?
You reckon? I would like to see him again, but I think I might just sit back a while. Like he sits across the street, like on a chair with his head in a newspaper or something.
Wouldn't it
Get
be
a
better to
Groucho
just get it
mask.
over with?
This is a big law point.
This is Penny. Penny just like, you should just get it over with.
Or two's having to come to terms with his lore.
Taking accountability for one's actions is of the utmost importance, both on the battlefield and in everyday life. Face him, acknowledge your failures, and seek to atone.
I'll give Grail a platinum.
I think now that Grail has said that, Ortus is going to be a lot more calm and like, all right, mate. I guess so.
What defines us is not our mistakes, but how we respond to them, how we atone for them, and how we move forward, learning from them. Show that you have learned, take accountability, and will restore the sword. That would mean more than hiding it and pretending nothing happened.
Grail just throwing out therapy for free today.
I was about to say Grail is
God damn, son.
He's getting Orthus to come and go and confront his fear. He's telling Penny he won't kill her. Like,
it's funny because I'm taking this.
Asks.
I'm taking this all from the approach of Grail does not think about being kind. He's just like, take accountability. But with Penny, he's very, very matter of fact. He's not trying to do any of this for therapy. He's just like, he says it how he believes it is. He doesn't try to be calm or to give pep talks. He's just very blunt and straightforward, but this apparently continues to work.
Fair. All right. Yeah, so with great difficulty are you guys gonna be getting Ortus to confront his air quote authority figure father guy.
As we're walking, Penny will just like pat his bicep and be like, "You can tell him I broke it."
Grail will give a disapproving look at Penny as she says this.
Ortus will look at Penny and his face will drop and he'll go, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Penny, we just talked about accountability.
I told you I was bad.
All right, fair enough. So you guys head on forwards. It's not too far of a walk from where you guys currently are. And as you guys do approach it, it is honestly quite astonishing of a I suppose a monument. Is by all accounts is a massive forge. That is clearly what the building is designed to be. And it carries that design in every aspect of it. It's extremely durable stone. It's massive and is hot. It is very, very hot. Even standing outside of the doors, it is easily like 10 degrees hotter than it is standing further back.
I'm assuming Ortus will be used to it.
Yeah, this is just kind of like lukewarm to Ortus.
Yeah, before we get like any closer, Penny will kind of like try and reach up to like whisper in his ear. I can if you just want to like come with us, I can turn you invisible. And then maybe next time, after, having met him again now, but you're invisible, maybe next time you'll be more ready to confront him.
Yes, please. That would actually be great, Penny.
Okay, but you gotta be quiet. Like, you can't. Don't let him know you're there.
I understand.
Ortus giving her the disappointed father face.
You mean Grail?
Sorry, yeah, Grail. Just looking at Ortus's name. Yeah, Grail just giving her the disappointed father face.
Okay.
All right.
And I will cast invisibility on him.
Cool. Ortus, you are now invisible until you either make some kind of attack action, i.e. do something that is in any way, shape, or threatening, or use magic that you don't have. So, you will still make sounds, however, so you can clunk things over, you can knock things about, all that fun stuff.
Ortus has one spell, I think.
Huh?
I think Ortus has light, right?
Does
You
he?
should have something as an ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do have the light bearer. Yeah, you know the light cantrip. Which I think is the only thing you get, yeah. So you can create light at will, which I find very funny. But yeah, so you guys open the doors, and it's just a fresh wave of heat that just pounds into Grail and Penny as they walk in. It really does feel like out of the frying pan directly into the fire as you guys go in. It's easily near like 100 degrees F in here, which I think is...
This is the
like,
warmest I've ever been.
Yeah, no, it's hot. And you see, actually a picture of him. Hold on, let me see if I can find him. Ah, there he is. You see this dwarf. There you guys go. You see this dwarf standing there in front of arguably one of the largest, just like mouths of a forge that you've ever seen, where clearly like a lot of fire has to be done, or like shoving really large metal objects in there and stuff like that. Is massive, and there is a roaring flame that's going on there, easily 10 feet tall, is stupidly hot, and he's standing there, he's not even sweating. He turns and like looks at you. He has his left eye has a massive scar in it. He's clearly blind in that eye. And yeah, he looks like he could body a tank and suplex it. As he looks at all of you, and he just kind of like folds his arms and he goes, "Yo, what's up?"
Hi, I'm Penny.
Hmm.
And this is Grail.
Good to meet you too.
A pleasure.
You're a big boy. Why aren't you wearing good armor?
Is what we are here for.
Oh, really?
Be able to assist in the procurement of such.
Well, I'm more akin to working with weapons of most sorts, but armor is something that I dabble in a little bit. Well, what kind of armor are you looking for?
The praise has been sung throughout the town. So I thought it natural to come here first. I see plate armor, whatever would provide the greatest defense.
Plate armor, you say?
Grail will like gesture to what he's got at the moment. I'm currently using chainmail, which is less than ideal. I'm capable of using plate armor more than capable.
Gonna go whisper in Grail's ear. I want to sit too.
Grail will pretend he did not hear anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
yes,
go.
Plate mail or any such equivalent that will provide as much defense.
Well, for a boy as big as you, let's see. Do you have the materials on hand?
I have the next best thing, and Grail will pull out the platinum that Penny gave him.
Not of money, child. Of the raw materials. Do you have iron with you? Do you have ingots? Do you have dwarven quality metal from up top in the mountains? Did you go to the elves, salting sons of bitches, and they have all their hoards of ingots that they've saved? Do you have any raw material that I can turn into these armor pieces?
I'd hope that adequate currency would be enough to alleviate any
I'm
burden
a dwarf
of such
boy. Have you never met a dwarf before?
Would Grail have met a dwarf before?
No.
In fact, I have not.
Penny has.
Penny, you probably would have. You don't know much about their trading system. They don't work with money because they mine money. But he looks at Grail and he basically just like he goes, if you're working in a town full of dwarves, you need to learn the dwarven practice of trade. We don't work with currency, boy, and that is because we mine it. Up in the mountains, we mine gold like you mine dirt. It means nothing to us. We work with either favors or items of value. So if you wish to have an armor set made for you, you either have to give me something of value for me to work with, time, energy, and focus, or you need to do me a favor. If the favor is, of course, gathering the material, I can make it for you easily. But I don't make armor just to make armor. If I sold armor to every son of a bitch who walked in here, I'd simply make the worst crap I've ever seen. And I take pride in my materials, boy.
It sounds like you are a man I would have pleasure working with. Well then, where may I procure such items?
You can go most places, honestly. Going to the dwarven mines up to the north is a very good one to do. Dwarven quality, you will get some of the finest armor I can create you. I can guarantee you that. I work in order to create the best of the materials that I have. If you just bring me a shit ton of metal of some form or another, I can make you a shoddy one. It'll be something. If you really want some good material, you gotta find it either from the dwarves, you gotta trade for it, you gotta buy it. There's a couple of places, anywhere that you talk to a good dwarven metallurgist, blacksmith of some sort. Yeah, you certainly find somebody who's willing to give you some kind of material, as long as you do a favor for them.
I see. Mines to the north, anywhere closer within the city, perhaps.
I see. Within the city, unlikely. I work with most of the material that folks have around here. They either stockpile it or ventures give it. Let's see. About a couple days north, I heard there was a venturing group that got lost inside of a little ruins of some sort. If you could probably collect their material and I could refine it for you or reforge it if need be, and whatever materials are within there. Assuming that their party died and they simply didn't just get lost. But if their party did, then one of them was a big boy like you. Yeah, some kind of art. It was shit. I hate it. I would love to reforge it, but it was kind of shit armor. Clearly not dwarven made. I would have done such a better job, but yeah, a day or two north, you'll probably find the ruins.
Very well. I'll investigate this further.
Now your weapon, boy.
West lodging with the guild. We'll see.
Would you like a replacement for your weapon?
Perhaps that also require procuring required metals.
Weapons are something I have a great deal of, because I am not an armor forger. I am a weapon forger. It is in my blood, it is my lineage and my line. So I do have some weapons that you can potentially get. They might be out of your price range. It depends on how deep your pockets go, but good weapons require good users. And he kind of looks you over for a second, and then he looks at your sword. You seem to take good care of your weapon, so a good quality weapon might be good for you.
I do keep the company of those capable of assisting me in keeping my weapon in pristine condition.
You see him kind of his face changes slightly, and he just kind of goes, "So, tell me, boy. What was your routine for your weapon, for your armor and your material?"
Grail would probably go into detail about his shield, given that is the one that he does care about. Just a regular routine of polishing it, making sure it is reinforced and such like that. I guess probably He would probably do similar for his armor because he does care about that. Anything around defense.
Okay.
And when it comes to the sword is something I have had less experience with, as I mentioned.
Mhm.
I have a companion who is quite capable of caring for weapons.
In that case, I am of no help for your weapons. I only give weapons for those who know how to take care of them themselves. Those who do not give pride for their weapons, my weapons will not listen to. They have a dwarven will. Now your shield, on the other hand, I meddle in shields a little bit. I have a couple of them. You have a round shield. It is effective, but you seem like the kind of man that wishes to. If you want full armor protection, there was a girl who was in here a few weeks ago. She had good helping of armor on her, but she had this massive shield, a tower shield. She could dig into the ground, protected most of her body and her friends behind her. If you wish, I could make you a shield of that same caliber using some of the lesser materials I have around you. Give you something to protect those. You seem to give quite diligence to your shield, so that is. I wish to pay respect.
Remind me again what the rules are on tower shields versus, I think I've got a medium shield.
Yeah. So a medium shield is just +2. A tower shield. Oh, I saw other rulings that was similar, but I don't recall what it was. But basically, if you place it into the ground, which is a free action, you get a bonus on stealth checks behind it, assuming, of course, they didn't see you. Any dexterity check you get advantage on in terms of dodging something, as you are now blocking it rather than dodging, so it's not affecting you as much. And this applies to everyone behind you immediately, so 5 feet behind you. Does not work though if it is not facing direction of your opponent. And when you put into the ground, that is the direction it faces, is a bonus action to pull it back out of the ground. There's a much
I feel like there was a
easier
reason I did not take this in the first place. I feel like there was some kind of downside that I decided made a medium shield better.
I can look at it real quick.
We can come back to this. I'll
Yeah.
have a good look over the rulings and make a decision. I appreciate the offer. I will give it some consideration. I've no experience fighting with them before, but this may be an upgrade indeed.
It is good to use shields to... Oh yeah, you get disadvantage on acrobatics checks, and dexterity stealth checks while you're holding it, generally speaking, and you cannot squeeze through spaces smaller than your size category. So smaller than medium, you cannot squeeze through. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, he's just like, shield is something that you have to dedicate your time, your energy, and your love to. Your armor, your weapons, they are extension of yourself. They're something you should have pride in, no matter how or where you are using them. A sword, a shield, a suit of armor, they are your lifeblood. They are your spirit in form. They are the protection of those around you and the destruction of those who oppose you. If you do not take care of your equipment, your weapon, your sword, it will fail you. And I've had many adventurers get failed because of that. And he kind of like has a deep sigh at that.
I was going to say, as he says this, Grail will just say, "A familiar spill indeed."
You must care for that which you have, or it will fail you in your time of need. And sometimes you can get away with it and keep your life. Many times, we call it the spirit of the weapon. If a weapon does not feel like it is loved, the spirit of the weapon has spite. And spite is a powerful foe. You seem like you're going to go into some battles here soon, so I wish to impart this knowledge upon you so you don't die. I had enough folks die on me.
Indeed, these are all words that I have heard from my companion before.
He sounds like a
Very
smart lad.
same wisdom. Indeed. And in saying this, I would like to know what Odtus is doing as Grail is making these very thinly veiled comments that are also directed towards him.
He's grinning.
Very nice, very nice.
Are there
And
any
he'll
daggers?
also,
Sorry, no. Ocho's go.
since Brian can't see him, but Grail knows he's there, he's gonna like grab Grail's shoulder
Mm.
and then like give it a tap and stop. It's to like way of showing he's thankful for the words he's saying,
Mhm.
but not
Yeah.
speaking.
Like a firm pat on the shoulder.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then I was just asking if there are any like daggers around.
There are. So around you that you can see is pretty much just a haphazard placement of all kinds of weapons, from halberds to short swords, scimitars, knives, all kinds of weapons that you can think of are pretty much just thrown around the shop. None of them look like very good quality, at least from what you can tell. Not a single thing within visible view looks like any form of decent quality. And as you're talking to him, he randomly just picks up a weapon and he yeets it right into the furnace as it just explodes in fire, essentially. And he doesn't seem to give it to even a second of thought.
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Cool. Yeah, he looks at Grail and he's like, "Your companion sounds like a smart lad. I had a smart lad once too. He was a good trainee of mine."
Indeed. Perhaps my companion and you should meet today.
If he takes care of your sword that way, I can only imagine the care he takes towards others. It would be fine to meet such a craftsman.
Speaks very highly of his master.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Whoever trained him must have been one hell of a blacksmith.
Must have been.
What about your protege? Where did they go?
You see like a downcast look on his face, like a sad, somber look kind of across his face, and he just kind of goes, he left a long while ago for something or another, some military or militia thing. He wanted to make his own right, to carve out his own path, so to speak. I let him go, of course. Taught him all that I could and all that I knew, and well, he never came back. So either he is living a good life now, or he has unfortunately passed on. One day I might gain stories of a man who uses a dwarven crafted sword, or might hear of a warrior who has fallen in battle. But until the day that happens, I simply do not know where he went.
What's his name? I can keep a lookout for him. Maybe while we're traveling after we get this plate mail, or as we go to get the metal to do the plate mail, maybe we'll come across him.
Certainly.
Is there anything you'd like to tell him?
His name is Ortus. He doesn't have a last name. I picked him up when he was a baby, and I've been teaching him since. I would like him to know that he is always welcome in the forge, to create, to talk. He would be a grown man by this point, so maybe a drink as well. Whether he can stand to our dwarven quality bellies, and he like slaps his thick abs, and he goes, "It's a whole nother matter, but any man who can drink me on the table is a man I will give my credit to."
Okay, I'll keep it in mind then.
Indeed. Port to sneeze. If you do find him again, I hope he is in good health.
I hope so as well. But I guess we'll have to come back later for the plate mail.
Indeed. Feel free to come by anytime. Most of my orders are custom made, so time is on my hands for now. Most of the weapons you see before me are simply those that the guardsmen use when they require them for some kind of outing or some sort, hunting or something of that nature, or when a small battle occurs. Many of these weapons are used for those purposes.
Okay. Shall we go then, girl?
Yes, I'd like to follow up on this lead about adventurers that may have the materials we need. And he'll just lead the way outside after that.
Penny waves. Bye.
He does not wave back. He just kind of goes back to his raging forge, and it gets even hotter as you guys walk out.
It's okay. Penny does it anyway. See, when we get outside, Penny's gonna be like, I don't know where you are, Orthus, but see, he's totally chill. I don't know what you're worried about.
Artus?
Fuck, I'm muted. How do I not be invisible again?
Either Penny dispels it, or you do a aggressive action towards something.
You can just
Okay.
ask me if you want to not be invisible anymore.
Mm.
I'll drop
Yeah.
it. You're done being invisible? Okay.
I would rather not be see-through anymore.
Fuck, I'm muted.
Muted, invisible, can't do anything. But yeah, so we get a little bit from the forge and then she'll drop it for him.
Cool. Yeah. You are now visible.
Well, that was terrifying.
I don't know. He seemed like a good person. He wants to see you.
It
should go
does
and
seem
see.
that way, yes.
What do you mean does seem that way? I literally asked him what he wanted to say. You heard it.
I feel like that'll change once he learns what has happened to his sword.
I guess that's a possibility. But you'll never know if you don't do it, I guess.
I guess so. Maybe sometime. Not today, Penny.
No, not today. I think we've done enough. I'm just saying. I guess we should get back to everyone else. And this dog we now have?
Real quick.
Uh-huh.
Ortus is gonna hug Penny.
Aww. That's so
Thank
sweet.
you.
For what? I didn't really do anything.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Love the idea of Grail just standing there.
Just awkwardly watching them hug, hoping that he
Penny
does
hugs
not
him
get pulled
back.
into this.
You don't want to?
Is
He's
Penny
not
trying
gonna
to?
hug-
Wait.
He's not gonna hug Rail. He gave him a pat on the shoulder. That's it.
Yeah. Respectable.
If Calista was here, she would try to get Grail in. But she's not.
We missed the Callisto. But yeah, alright. So you
I'm very
guys...
surprised we got no.
Huh?
Very surprised we got no Callista at all today.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
expecting her to wake up like 20 minutes in and be like, ah shit, ah fuck, ah shit, ah fuck.
No,
Well, she
she's
was
awake.
okay.
Usually she is awake by now.
Yeah,
Maybe internet died. Probably.
it's very possible.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, so you all start heading back to the tavern. Mel, you obviously arrived there quite a bit earlier than everyone else.
Mhm.
Do you do anything in particular, or?
No, I mean I'll poke old Rock Fist, Hard Fist, whatever the fuck, Soft Hands, for some meat for my dog. But other than that, I'll probably just chill in the main area and wait for the rest of the party to return. Because assumedly Damien's up in his thing at his room doing science.
Science?
Science.
You do hear weird noises, but mostly it's bubbling. Rockfist. Is it Rock? Yeah,
I don't remember.
I won't say it's Rockfist.
It was Rock Tick for the
No,
Right, yeah,
for
Hard
the
Fist,
Dragon.
Rock Tick. Yeah, thank
The
you.
Dragonborn,
It
yeah.
was
Hard
hard
Fist.
fist.
Y'all flipping the names
Hard
confuses me. But yeah, Hardfist, you bring the dog over and he looks at it and he goes, nice. And he kind of picks up the dog and
Thank
puts him on the counter.
Yeah.
And the dog just kind of like loafs. Goes, yeah,
Oh,
mascot.
boy. Good dog. Yeah.
You will own the tavern
yes.
one day. I have faith in him.
I don't think he's much of a tavern owning dog, I'm afraid. But
Damn.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Yeah, takes a little while, maybe now 20 some minutes. But yeah, Penny, Ortruse, and Grail, you finally arrive back at the tavern. Honestly, a home away from home at this point. You guys walk into the main area.
Ortruse is gonna see the corgi and go, "What's up?"
Corgi lifts his head slightly, having just been asleep, and it just woof. And to Mel, she just hears, "What's up, y'all?"
I scratch him behind the ears. He's a good
Oh yeah.
boy. You're a good dog.
They
Got
will
a
sit at a
weed.
table and pull out a pencil and paper.
Cool.
Do some writing.
Fucking the dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Oh boy, do the dice giveth.
Well, yeah. So Penny is starting to write on some paper at the table, and the rest of you.
Don't know. I mean, we should probably. It is 10:02 now.
Mm-hmm. Grail and Tusi, do anything before we end?
I think Ortruse is just gonna go straight up to his room.
Fair enough. No worries, Viper. I'll see you in a few
Doesn't
hours.
There's definitely more Grail would want to do around like going to the Adventurers Guild, following up leads on this party, seeing if there's like a quest we could take to potentially just double dip here, get gold for looking into them as well as getting their resources. But I think that can wait for another day. So he'd probably just be resting at the table, sort of planning what's next.
Cool. All right. Well, I will leave you guys to planning for next week. I believe, assuming nobody has delays.
I don't believe so.
Cool. So next week, do let me know if that changes. But next week, Saturday, 6 p.m. PST, we're going to be continuing King's Kindness. If you guys are interested in more of my players, feel free to go and check out their social medias right there. I appreciate you, Ray, for being here. I appreciate all of you viewers for being here as well. But of course, we always have wonderful and lovely players. Please go check them out. They're wonderful people. I love watching their shit. We're also going to be going live again in roughly 3 hours for a 12-hour stream to celebrate hitting 300 followers. It is a fantastic time. I'm going to be awake from fucking 1 p.m. to noon, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this session. We're gonna move over to my end screen now. There we go. If you guys have not seen this before, Hydrate and Eat, I will do so. If you guys have not seen this end screen before, it was made by the absolutely wonderful and lovely Storyestry. You can see Wazzy and Callista right there as well, because it is lovely to see. Bye, Bunny. It's nice to have you. Nice to see you. We're going to pop over to somebody's channel once I figure out who the ever-living fuck I want to raid today. I raided MV multiple times. I don't know. Anybody have a suggestion for her to raid? We could raid Story again. Raid them like 4 times though. Could raid Sarah. I could raid Sarah. What do you do? Oh, just chatting. Not really in a just chatting mood. I also was just chatting. I don't want to do just chatting today, but I don't really have anybody who's streaming who isn't just chatting. Because Envy's also just chatting. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go to Story, because I like raiding Story. She's an absolute sweetheart. I always love her raids. I always love catching her raids. She is currently in an intermission, as she usually does around this time. But she is playing Far Lone Sails, which apparently is a very interesting game. Thank you, Ray. I've never heard of it before, but it looked pretty interesting when I looked at the Steam page for it. So if you are interested, curious, or just want to see, Story's voice, she does a lot of vocal techniques that are similar to mine. She is primarily a streamer that tries to make it so you guys are having a peaceful time, having some rest. A lot of people fall asleep to her streams, just like mine. So it's always lovely, just to be able to bring that energy to her, and just kind of enjoy being there. She should be back in about 5 minutes-ish, based on what we're seeing here. Hi, Wolf! So if you guys are interested in popping over and sticking around for just a little while, she will be back from her break. Because she streams for very long out, much longer than I usually do. She usually streams like 7 hours at a time, so it is crazy. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for being here. I appreciate all my players, and I will see all of you fine folks